At the turn of the 20th century, a neighborhood in Gloucester's working waterfront known as the Fort was home to an enclave of Sicilian immigrants whose lives revolved around three things: God, family, and fishing. Gloucester was America's largest seaport, and work was plentiful. Immigrants arrived for a hard but better life on one of the hundreds of fishing vessels. They were instilled with an unyielding devotion to the patron saint of fishermen, and brought with them an annual religious tradition that blossomed into the most popular attraction in all of Cape Ann. I'm Kory Curcuru for 1623 Studios, and this is the story of St. Peter's Fiesta. In 1926, fishing captain Sal Favazza wanted to replicate in Gloucester a custom from his birthplace of Favorata Terracini of thanking St. Peter for fair seas and abundant catches. He commissioned a Charlestown sculptor to build a statue of St. Peter that, to Favazza's surprise, arrived at his home nearly life-size, standing 5 feet tall and weighing 600 pounds. Fishermen's wives hailed its arrival with a novena, 9 days of song and prayer for their husbands at sea, at the Favazza's backyard. But the fishermen's wives wanted the statue to be honored the way it was in the old country, by taking it outdoors, mounting it to a platform, and parading it around the fort so every family could rejoice. Women collected $1 from each fishing boat and built a proper altar to rest the statue. In June of 1927, in accordance with the Feast of Saints Peter and Paul, a Roman holiday of public worship, St. Peter's Fiesta began. The fort families opened their homes with endless amounts of food and wine. Decorative quilts and bedspreads hung from windows. Opera blared through the streets. The fishing fleet stayed in to celebrate, every boat painted and bannered. They went to the water's edge and blessed the statue, signifying the start of Fiesta. Fireworks were launched off Pavilion Beach as fishermen, dressed in all white, carried St. Peter on their shoulders, marching and chanting, As Gloucester began to embrace this new occasion, organizers wanted St. Peter's Fiesta to last multiple days and rival Boston's famous Fisherman's Feast, an annual citywide festival in the North End. The first order of business was to build a spectacular altar that could fit the statue, musical entertainment, and a Sunday benediction. Emilio Matarazzo, a contractor who ran a warehouse with his 4 sons in Chinatown, became Fiesta's official decorator. The Matarazzos strung lights along Commercial Street and built jaw-dropping altars that mimicked famous churches along the Mediterranean, such as the Avellino Cathedral in Sicily and St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. The first altars rose above the homes along Beach Court, standing 70 feet tall and 50 feet wide. Hundreds of yards of cloth, paper, and foil were pinned to the massive shrines. 10,000 electric lights lit up the night. To the people of the fort, it was heaven on earth. In the 1930s, games and competitions for kids and adults began to take prominence. The most popular event in Fiesta's early years was the seine boat races off Pavilion Beach. At that time, purse seine fishing, yes, we pronounce it seine, was the main fishing method. Seine fishing nets are dropped vertically in the water, their bottom edge weighed down with heavy rings, their top edge floated at the surface with buoys. A line runs through the rings, and once the nets are filled with fish, they're pursed up by the seine boat, then hauled onto a bigger boat. Seine boats held an entire fishing crew, and since the fleet stayed in for Fiesta, challenges amongst fellow boats became inevitable. Prizes in the first competitions were gold pieces worth up to $10. Crews today, including women's teams which began in 1995, and juniors, row in designated seines named Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria towards a flag anchored half a mile off Pavilion Beach, before making the 180-degree turn and racing ashore. The first to reach the beach wins an American flag. Second place earns an Italian flag. But the real prize is the bond amongst the rowers, and bragging rights. Contending crews bust each other's chops decades after the races are run. The other featured competition, the Greasy Pole Contest, is another custom from Italy that remains Fiesta's biggest crowd pleaser. Pole walking and climbing, as a measure of manliness, became popular in Europe centuries ago. Contestants walked or climbed poles slathered in mud, animal fat, and fish oil for a chance to snatch prizes like fresh food. The first Fiesta contest took place at the playground area of the fort, the pole jutting out from the rocky shoreline parallel to the ocean's surface. As Fiesta became a larger spectacle, the pole was moved to a platform 200 feet off Pavilion Beach, with a 40-foot telephone pole covered in biodegradable grease. Contestants in costumes walk in honor of someone in the fishing fleet, usually a relative. They take turns trying to grab a flag nailed to the end of the pole. There are 2 rules. Don't grab the flag during the opening courtesy round, or you'll get a beating, and keep an eye on the person walking before you. The event spans 3 days, with Friday's winner advancing to Saturday, and Saturday's winner advancing to Sunday. Sundays are reserved for champions who compete until they retire. When the flag is finally grabbed, the champion swims to shore, is lifted on the shoulders of the other walkers, and carried to the altar. The champs, like the same boat race winners, become part of Fiesta legend and lore. The true spirit of Fiesta, purists will tell you, is rooted in religion, and for decades, the highlight of the festival has been the Sunday procession of St. Peter's statue through downtown Gloucester. Months before the parade, families assemble ornate floats that recreate biblical scenes and sew homemade costumes that depict angels, saints, and other religious icons. The morning begins with an outdoor mass at the altar in St. Peter's Square, adjacent to the fort. Then, Fiesta committee members in their all-whites lead the 2-mile parade with marching bands, dignitaries, and all of the family floats. Thousands line the streets, many dressed for church and wearing symbolic buttons. The route includes stops along the city's Catholic churches, where St. Peter is blessed by clergy, St. Anne's Parish, and Our Lady of Good Voyage in Gloucester's predominantly Portuguese section. In fact, the Portuguese community introduced a hugely important part of Fiesta, the blessing of the fleet. As World War II neared its end, the congregation at Our Lady of Good Voyage began the ritual of marching a statue of the Virgin Mary of Fatima to the end of the state fish pier at Gloucester's Inner Harbor. There, clergy from the Archdiocese in Boston blessed hundreds of gathered vessels, calling each by name. The Italian community began to participate and slowly adopted the blessing into Fiesta. Two marginalized and sometimes rivalrous immigrant communities came together. By the 1950s, the blessing of the fleet moved to Stacy Boulevard and became a signature event. Fiesta ends with a final late-night procession as St. Peter is returned under a hail of confetti and song from the altar to his usual resting spot inside the front window of the nearby St. Peter's Club. Today, a public novena featuring the very prayers and songs recited by fishermen's wives a century ago lead into a 4-day carnival that helps support the Fiesta and its activities. The fishing fleet is just a fraction of what it used to be, and the fort has evolved from a cozy Sicilian neighborhood that always had a full plate for passerby and never locked its doors. Locals keep that spirit alive through cookouts, reunions, and parties. But the meaning of St. Peter's Fiesta remains steeped in the fort's old country beliefs: God, family, and fishing. So if you find yourself in Gloucester late in June, like tens of thousands of others, look for the altar with a life-size statue, wear something red, white, and green, grab a eats, and follow along when you hear the chant. And Bona Fiesta, folks. Welcome to beautiful and historic Gloucester, Massachusetts, home of the St. Peter's Fiesta, our proud tradition since 1927. Host Kory Curcuru of Bridge Cape Ann, and you are watching the 2024 Greasy Pole Contest and Sailboat Races coming at you live from Pavilion Beach. Now today, we actually have the men's senior sailboat race semifinals and the men's junior sailboat race semifinals, sandwiching our signature event, the Greasy Pole. Now this event just keeps getting bigger and bigger. It is by far our largest annual attraction in the region. Now we know why most of you are here, so let's give you the 101 on the Greasy Pole. So you're looking at that platform right now. That is a 12 by 12 platform about 200 yards off Pavilion Beach. It's essentially a telephone pole. It's actually 46 feet long, 40 feet protrudes off the end of the platform with a flag nailed to its end. Depending on the tide, that pole can be 25 feet from the water top. Now, obviously, the tide's rolling in today. It's almost peak high tide, so we'll have more on that for you in a bit. There is about a foot of biodegradable covered grease covering that pole. It's completely slathered from start to finish. And we have 46 walkers today. They'll be dressed in costumes. They've been pre-gaming for hours. They've been parading around the city. They're getting ready to get on a pontoon and make their way out to that barnacle-covered wooden ladder up to the platform. Now, the contestants are usually part of a fisherman's family or walking in someone's honor. The rules are essentially as this. There's a courtesy round. So each of the 46 walkers has a chance to touch the flag, but they cannot go into the water with it. They cannot grab that flag, but it's a courtesy. Everyone gets round one under their belts, and you only have 2 rules. Don't grab the flag, or you're asking for a beating once you come into the shore, and keep an eye on the walker in front of you so he or she is safe. After the courtesy round is complete, round 2 begins, and the first person to grab that flag is your winner. You will see the champion from the water to the St. Peter's Fiesta altar, get carried on the shoulders of the other contestants amid chants of Viva San Pedro. And up for stakes today is a place to walk in tomorrow's Greasy Pole, which is the Day of Champions. So it's almost like a qualifying round. Today's winner will be the first person to walk for Sunday's Greasy Pole. And that, by the way, Sunday is reserved for champions only. So you have to win on a Sunday in order to compete. Now, yesterday's winner, Max Allen, is going to be the first walker today. So he won Friday. He had a great walk out there to the flag. He walks in a row. Here he is. Great stuff there, too. And here we are back live today. Now, there's actually no prize money for the winners. It's all about becoming part of Fiesta lore and bragging rights, of course, as well. But it's really about celebrating St. Peter in the city and the brotherhood and sisterhood of all these events here, too. A keynote, too. Today's winner is going up against 5-time champ Derek Hopkins. Derek is going to be joining us shortly. He's actually going to be providing color commentary in his story throughout the Greasy Pole today, too, so stay tuned for that. He's got some great stories to share, and the way he's captured the flag the last few years has been nothing short of amazing. He's already one of the all-time greats and going for a key record tomorrow. Now, if you're new to St. Peter's Fiesta, let me give you a sense of who we are, what this is, and why we do it. We are in Gloucester, Massachusetts. We're about 35 miles northeast of Boston. Gloucester is the 7th oldest city in the United States. We're the first seaport in the country. Also one of the first art colonies in the country. In fact, there are more artists now working here than fishermen. But our identity through and through has always been tied to the fishing industry. Gloucester is one of the world's largest fishing ports from the 1600s through the 1950s. In fact, we were the largest fishing port in the U.S. during World War II. Now, if you've ever heard of the Gordon's Fishermen or Bird's Eye Frozen Foods, that's us. In fact, the Gordon's logo is the famous Fisherman's Memorial statue commemorating more than 10,000 Gloucester fishermen who lost their lives at sea. Gloucester is also the setting of the Wicked Tuna TV series you may be familiar with, the blockbuster hit The Perfect Storm with George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg, and recent Oscar-winning film Coda. Our descendants here are from the Canadian Maritimes, Great Britain, Scandinavia, Portugal, especially the Azores, and Italy, especially Sicily. And St. Peter's Fiesta is a tradition of parading through the streets of a statue of St. Peter, the patron saint of fishermen, that was brought to Gloucester in 1927 from a Sicilian immigrant named Salvatore Favazza. The entire event then was funded by the fishing fleet. They would come in for Fiesta, they would pay for this event to be put on. And Fiesta is all about praying to and thanking St. Peter for the safety of the fishermen and abundant catches. Now, Pavilion Beach, where the festivities are happening today, is in the Fort neighborhood. That is an Italian enclave and the home to St. Peter's Fiesta. Now, back in the day, the entire neighborhood left their doors open for people to eat and pray and celebrate together. And also, we do want to point out to the hardcore Italians out there, we know it should be Festa. We say Fiesta. It's a little Americanized. We're surrounded by Metagani's around here. You have to make some concessions, so we call it St. Peter's Fiesta. So, exactly what is St. Peter's Fiesta? It's kind of like our version of Mardi Gras. It's all about God and fishing and family and food. This coincides with a 9-day novena of prayer and song. Now, this is the second of 3 days of sporting events, but there's only one final day tomorrow. So this is the penultimate day of the Fiesta. But 7-8 days ago now, the novena actually began. That's the true start of St. Peter's Fiesta. Other components of the Fiesta, there's a giant, beautiful ornate altar where entertainment and religious activities take place, including a mass on Sunday. There's a carnival if you want to walk around with a fried dough or get a sausage, peppers, and onion sandwich. We call that zazeets. There's lots of kids' games and contests. There's a giant procession, a big parade through the city on Sunday, and that's really how Fiesta began back in 1927, was with that procession. A blessing of the fleet by a higher up in the Roman Catholic Church is on Sunday as well. But the most popular attraction by a mile for locals and visitors is the Greasy Pole and Sailboat races off Pavilion Beach, right? And so that brings us to today, and you are looking at that beautiful shot of the Greasy Pole there too. We're going to have sailboat races happening shortly as well, and we should go over some of these conditions too, because it's pretty blowy out here today. The wind's probably gusting in 20 to 25 miles per hour. We're actually facing southwest, so it's a west-southwest breeze, which means it's blowing right in our faces here on the beach. That's going to make it real tricky for the rowers today. But I'm going to bring in my good friend and co-host, John Nicastro, as always. How you doing, bud?
Good, Kory. Bona Fiesta, everybody. Welcome to Saturday, St. Peter's Fiesta.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one today.
Here we go, Kory. Let the games begin.
So we should go over some of the key things. Let's recap yesterday, right? So Max Allen was the Greasy Pole winner. He was in the second round. He was a 40th walker. He had a strong run even in the courtesy round, too. So your thoughts on Max's win?
Impressive. And he pretty much carried over from last year. He had a couple impressive walks last year. He touched the flag last year. He's had a good walk first round this year. And then he had a great walk second round this year. So Max Allen has had 4 good walks in a row. And you can see him here. Great form, staying up straight all the way through the flag, 2 hands on it, ripped it completely down.
Yeah, and a cool moment, too. His family met him at the beach. They were halfway out in the water there to meet him. I know his dad, BJ, was out there. It was a pretty cool moment, too. Now, other things that happened yesterday. So now, because Max won, he will be the first walker today. And so we'll get that action is going to happen around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time after the first sailboat race occurs. And yesterday's sailboat race action, in the women's senior race, Power, there was a big upset. Power defeated Rogue. It was basically a wire finish, and they did it in an impressive fashion. What were your thoughts on that, John?
Wow, again, unbelievable. To be able to take down not only a champ in Rogue, they're a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Rogue is a 5-time champion, a lot of veterans. So Power has had one of the bigger upsets in a long time in sailboats.
Yeah.
It's very rare that you see a crew come in, and not only did they were underdogs by a couple other boats, so having Timmy Oakes jump on that boat and be your scuttler to steer the boat is an added bonus on game day. It's pretty much like adding Michael Jordan to the roster when you already have a good roster.
And that's great foreshadowing, John, because Timmy Oakes is going to be joining us momentarily to talk about all of these events. We also want to mention in the women's junior races yesterday, the Lady Lukes repeated, and they did it in a complete runaway race. It was that might have been the most impressive thing we saw yesterday.
It was insane to watch the Lady Lukes, and you're talking some of these girls. Some of them are high school age girls,
less than 100 pounds,
right?
Yep.
When if you know anything about rowing, when you were watching their strokes, 10 rowers completely going into the water at the same exact time, a half a mile out and then a half a mile back, they're still perfect stroke, laying back in their seats. I mean, you don't see that usually in junior girls or boys, but their stroke, they're going to seniors next year. They could cause a problem in seniors. And again, Timmy Oakes was on that boat, steering that boat, but also with his 3 daughters.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't have something more impressive and more satisfying. It's one of those priceless moments when you win something, when you see your kids win something, but when you can win it with them coaching, it's just an incredible feeling.
Yeah, that's special.
It's special.
And we want to mention, too, these are great drone shots you're seeing from Keith Palazzola. If you did not see anything from yesterday, stay tuned because we're going to have that the men's senior sailboat semifinals around 4:45. And that footage from the drone covering those sailboats is a game changer. Spectacular shots and a great way to follow those races. So now, this brings us to today's events, John. Now, like I said, Timmy Oakes is going to join us momentarily. We have the men's senior sailboat semifinals around 4:45. We've got Danger Zone versus the Zany Fun guys versus the Merger. Now, the top 2 finishers today advance to tomorrow to face Chaos, 7-time Seine boat champs Chaos.
Wow. I mean, this is when it gets good. This is when it gets interesting. Friday's a great day, no doubt about it, but as we get closer and closer to Championship Sunday, it's like you're just being teased. So the anticipation that leads up to tomorrow is just incredible. So to have Chaos, 7-time champion, arguably, I mean, my eyes, they're the greatest crew of all time.
I think
easily.
the first title was 2000,
yeah,
right?
And I mean, the dominance that they have had over the decades, the leadership they have that starts with Joe Novello and the way he handles it, there's just professionalism all the time. Chaos is a class act all around, but to be a 7-time champ, they're also the last team to repeat, to go back-to-back, and the three-peat. So they're hopefully maybe going to repeat again. Mm-hmm. And see what happens.
We shall see. So stay tuned for that. Phil Francis, as always, is going to join us. He's a 4-time Seine boat champion himself for the color commentary there. Then as soon as that race is run, the Saturday Greasy Pole is going to occur with 46 competitors today. It should be a long one, but everyone walking today, essentially everyone, has won before, theoretically. We'll get into that a little bit later on, too. Now, for the Greasy Pole, like we mentioned before, 5-time champ Derek Hopkins is going to be joining us for that. Very special kid. And he is your defending champ, man. And so we're going to be with him as well today, too, which is awesome. And now after the Greasy Pole is complete, we're going to conclude with the men's junior Seine boat semifinals with Tono, the Apostles, and the Warriors. And those top two advance against last year's junior champs, the Salty Seamen.
It's going to be a great day.
Yeah.
And as you can see on the screen now, here comes the Greasy Pole Walkers. Your 2024 Saturday Greasy Pole Walkers, all dressed up. They're going to be climbing that ladder. One good thing about being high tide today is there aren't as many barnacles when you're climbing up it, which is a good thing. You have a lower drop to the water, which is a good thing, but you have a long swim in. So if you haven't swam like 100 yards before, good luck, especially with a baby buzz on.
Yeah, and so the other thing, too, we should give you you can see the elements, right? It's overcast skies today. It's about 70 degrees. We've got a gusty wind, west-southwest, I would say 20 to 25 miles. It is consistent. It's about 65% humidity. The water temp is 62 degrees. It's still chilly here in the northeast. And peak high tide is around 6:17 tonight, so about an hour, about 2 hours or so from now. So that tide is going to be coming in, making that swim a little longer. So one thing we should point out, you see the walkers getting up on the platform now. That's that 12x12 platform. They're going to be up there for a long time before they start walking today. Now, they have been pre-gaming, so cheers to that. But it's going to get chilly up there, too. They're going to get cold.
All right. I walked for 5 years, Kory, and when you get up there, especially once you have that first walk and you go into the water, when you're standing up on that platform in the middle of the ocean, surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean, it can get a little bit chilly. Mm-hmm. And yeah, they've had a few apple juices and fruit punches today, but nothing's going to help when you're waiting 35 minutes to walk again.
Good point, John. All right, before we take a short break, we just want to say this broadcast is being brought to you. It's been a very cool collaboration. You see some of our sponsors here, too. There's the Black Bear Barber Shop on Main Street in Gloucester. The Cornerstone Creative, an amazing nonprofit that utilizes woodworking and craftsmanship. It's a non-profit youth mentorship program. Machaco's Taco and Tequila, they're showing the broadcast today, so hola amigos. And Melissa Cox Photography, a good friend of mine too. You see her email address there. All great stuff around. Now this broadcast is a collaboration amongst Bridge Cape Ann. That is me, folks, and I do promotion for the area. Cape Ann includes Gloucester, Massachusetts, Rockport, Manchester by the Sea, and Essex. You can learn more at bridgecapeann.com. But really, if you're watching us on YouTube especially, just tap that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. Or the like button, too, because we're going to have very cool events from our area shared with you throughout the rest of the year. We're also working with Streamography. They bring live streaming, storytelling, audio, video, lighting, and networking mastery to your events. You can see and learn more at streamography.com. I'm also a producer and a host at 1623 Studios. That is the public access station that serves all of Cape Ann, and you can learn more about them at 1623studios.org. And we're also happy to say that our friends at LiveNOW from Fox are sharing our broadcast nationwide today. once again. And Live Now from Fox is a non-stop stream of breaking news, live events, and top stories powered by Fox TV stations. You can watch anytime, raw, live, and unfiltered, wherever you stream. Go to livenowfox.com to find out how to watch. And, of course, we have to thank the St. Peter's Fiesta Committee. If you want to donate to this event, if you're watching from afar, if you have a tie here, or if you just love what we're all about, go to stpetersfiesta.org. That is ST for Saint. stpetersfiesta.org. You can click on the Contact tab. If you want to see a list of today's walkers and boats, you can follow them at St. Peter's Fiesta on Instagram, all right? And again, we want to thank Keith Palazzola with the drones as well, awesome stuff too. And we have to give a big shout out to the Doherty family. You cannot get better real estate than this, and they have been gracious enough to let us broadcast from here all weekend long. So big shout out to the Doherty family. So John and I are going to take a quick break right now, and when we come back, we will have Timmy Oaks. So stay tuned. You're watching live coverage of the 2024 Gloucester Greasy Pole and Sailboat races from St. Peter's Fiesta.
Five-time champ, Timmy Oaks.
Curcuru for 1623 Studios, and this is the story behind St. Peter's Fiesta. A Sicilian tradition was adopted in Gloucester in 1927 so the fishing community could pray for fair seas and huge catches before a statue to honor the patron saint of fishermen. It became a yearly procession which fishermen's wives organized into a multi-day celebration and feast. Religious events include a 9-day novena and a Catholic blessing of the fleet, followed by a parade where volunteers dressed in all white carry St. Peter through the streets. Fiesta concludes when the statue is returned to its home at the St. Peter's Club to a hail of confetti and song. Today, thousands enjoy the June festival with its carnival, music and mass at the ornate altar, hardcore sailboat races, and Fiesta's most popular event, the Greasy Pole, where costume contestants chase a flag pinned to the end of a greased pole high above Gloucester Harbor. The winner is carried from Pavilion Beach to the altar amidst chants of "Chi siamo tutte mute?" What are you, mute? Why aren't you screaming "Viva San Pedro"? Until next time, see you in the neighborhood.
Viva San Pedro!
I'm Kory Curcuru for... All right, folks, welcome back. Our live coverage of the 2024 St. Peter's Fiesta, Greasy Pole and Sailboat races. Coming to you live from beautiful Pavilion Beach in Gloucester, Massachusetts. There's a look at the pole. Joining us now is, I don't even know how many times, Timmy, you've been a champ for the Sailboat races. 5 or so? 15?
5 for Vince, 5 with Chaos, yes.
Awesome. Timmy Oaks here. And we've got a great schedule laid out in front of us today. Why don't you just sort of walk us through what folks can expect today?
Today's going to be a great day. You've got the men's senior sailboat races, right? You've got 3 crews who have been there for, I don't know how many years right now, right? You've had them probably 3, 4, 5 years where it's the same crews that are in the race. You have the merger, you have ZFG, and you have Danger Zone, which I would refer to as Andy's gang. It's been Andy's gang forever. This year they went Danger Zone. You should expect to see a race out to the flags. All 3 crews have the power to get there, the horsepower to get there. Under the conditions you see today, Phil talked about it yesterday, it's a scuttler's race. This is absolutely going to be a scuttler's race when you get to that flag. You are fighting wind. Current's not too bad, we're at high tide, but you're going to have boat traffic swells, wind swells, and it's going to take a lot to get those boats around. Those boats are moving at top speed when they go into the turn. Everyone picks it up. It might be a little difficult to break that bow and get it coming back down. And it's going to be a race home. It's who has the most left in the tank to get there. Mm-hmm. And I think you're going to see an exciting finish.
Very cool.
So, Timmy, special championship yesterday when you won the juniors. You were added to that boat a little bit late, right? Being with your daughters on board.
Yeah, so Lady Luke's is mine. Right?
Lady Luke's is the juniors.
Seniors. Oh, sorry. What?
It's okay. I got this. I got
now I feel uncomfortable. No. So Powerful. Powerful is a great crew. Power Oar. Yeah. I actually scuttled for them in last year's finals, women's finals race. Good. And I would tell you that crew is amazing. You guys talked about it in the intro where you said it was kind of an upset. And if you go back and I watched the videos last night of your broadcast, you're saying, wow, I'm shocked. I can't believe they're ahead. This is amazing. No. That crew was locked in. That crew was locked in all week. I actually happened to see those ladies rowing every day when I would take my junior girls out. They would be coming back in. They were in sync. They were fast. They were purposeful. And what they did yesterday is an exact replica of what they've done all week. Everything in life is progressions, right? And I'm going to use it as a negative and say fail forward. But it's not. Failure is not a negative. And those girls made the finals race last year. They got the experience they need. They refocused, they recommitted, and they came out, and they had the best race of their lives. Like, it is a great group of girls. They like each other. Being in that boat is so much fun.
That's very well said. From me, I coach softball, and like you're saying, it's about adjustments. Sometimes when you have a setback in life, also known maybe as losing, you just learn from it and you grow from it,
Right.
just like you just said.
Right.
Let me follow it up with, what's the feeling? I mean, you know the feeling to win championships, but what is a feeling to win with your daughters?
Absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I started rowing same boats in 1982. It took me forever. I'm talking decades. When I say forever, decades. And then in 2010, 11, 12, it took a bunch of 13, 14, and 15-year-old girls to get me to the altar for the first time. The Backlash. I started with Backlash as little kids. They were the first same boat crew that took me. And that was special. For me, I'm like, I finally get to get up on the altar on a Sunday night. Fast forward to 2009 with Chaos, my first same boat title. That was just as amazing. But last year with my daughters in the boat and the Lady Lukes, I'm not saying one championship is better than another, but that's the number one. To be able to do it with your girls, who I'm not going to lie, I do a lot of things wrong every day. They are without a doubt probably the best thing I've ever done in my life. And I am so proud to be able to say that not only am I a same boat champion, but they are a same boat champion with me. Now, that sounds great, but it causes problems in the Oaks house too, because I have 4 daughters. Only 3 of them can walk around right now and say they're same boat champions. There's one that can't, and she's not happy. So next year, that crew's going to go up to women's, and who knows what happens, and we'll see if we can fold the 4th Oaks girl into the boat.
And it will happen at some point. There's no doubt about that. With you leading the boat and steering the boat. Timmy Oaks here, 5-time champion in seniors. He has multiple championships in juniors.
Yeah. So, Timmy, I just want to know, where did the love for same boats begin with you? How did you get involved to begin with?
That's a funny story. So, one, I grew up downtown Gloucester over on Harold Court, off of Harold Ave. Who lived on Harold Ave? One of the biggest, colorful characters, people, legends of the same boat rowing world, Sleepy Palazzolo. I lived 2 houses away. I remember coming down here every year as a kid watching the Greasy pole. Sleepy had a heart attack 3 weeks before. His wife didn't even know he was out in the pole, and he gets announced as walking the pole. So that's introduction number 1, and that is probably the best introduction you could ever have to understand what this is. And then my next introduction comes courtesy of the kids, but it's Phil Quince and Steve Quince. Phil Quince rode with Vincent and the kids when they kind of, I would say they pivoted the sport. The kids rescued seine boats, right? Seine boats were a mess in the late 70s. The kids came in, brought order, brought commitment, brought training, makes it the event you see today. But Phil Quince was part of that. Steve Quince was their mascot, and I would get on with Steve Quince every Saturday and Sunday to pump out, clean out their boat. So it's kind of introduction by the best way possible and seeing probably the best parts of the event.
Very cool. So, Tim, so for folks, they're watching Nationwide today. For folks who have never seen a same boat race, don't know what a same boat is, can you just kind of give them the A to Z on what they can expect?
All right, so same boats. A lot of people who don't know it and look at that boat on the screen right now, their immediate reaction is to think it's a shell, right? Something you see on the Charles Regatta. Oh, sliding seats, 1 oar. No. Same boats are the old mackerel fishing boats of the turn of the century. They'd go out with 10 rowers. They go out with a coxswain and a scuttler. They'd drop a net. They'd circle the mackerel, and they'd tie it up. They'd come in for Fiesta, and they would get in their mackerel boats and have races. That boat is 3,000 pounds. There are 10 rowers in that boat, each with 1 oar. That oar is ash. It is 40 pounds. And they've got to row those boats a half a mile off the beach, turn a flag, and half a mile home. It is technique, it is skill, but at the heart of it, it's raw aggression. And that's what it is. I'm not going to work in a pun here, but it's controlled chaos.
And then also, Timmy, you have the 10 rowers, you have a coach that's acting as the director of the boat, almost like directing an orchestra, but directing it. And then you got the scuttler who's you steering the boat. A day like today with 20-mile-per-hour winds, tell us give us a rundown of you going out steering that boat to the flag.
Yep. So that's perfect. I've already mapped out my course. I have the junior boys after the men's race. I have the Apostles. I'll be scuttling for them. I actually don't mind today's conditions on the way out. And that sounds odd because the wind is almost head on. You're going to be able to point your bow wherever you want, and you're going to have control of your boat. So it's better than side 2. It's better than back out. Yeah, they're going to have to work on the way out. You're gonna work against the swells, right? You're going to go right over them. You're going to turn, and once you turn, you are pushed home. So if you time splits out and back, you're going to see most crews will row faster home than they did out. Right. So I don't mind today. I'm not a rower, but I personally don't mind today. It's the start. Right? A lot of people are going to get frustrated at the start. It's tough. You got to line up the 3 boats in each lane to begin with.
And that was one of my next questions, Timmy, is at the beginning that the boats are lining up, waiting for the coach to put up their hands to go. What is the mindset of the steerer, which is the scuttler, while you're waiting? And that waiting game, like, what are you thinking at that point?
I heard Phil talk about it yesterday. He's like, I'd be going crazy. I don't mind it. I enjoy it. You know why? At that point in time, that boat's mine. Right? My crew has to listen to me. I need you to back up. I need you to backwater. I need you to move forward. I'm going to move over. We're going to do this. Yeah, Joe Novello's in charge, no doubt about it, right? He's watching. But Joe and I are in sync in terms of what's going on. And I'll always whisper in his ear, Joe, I'm good. Joe, I'm good. Meaning I'm where I need to be on my lane and my flag. And I don't have, if I'm in the blue flag, I don't have a boat my way. If I'm in the red flag, I don't have a boat in the way. So I'm talking to him the whole time. But he's the guy. He's in charge. I love that anxiety, excitement build. For me, that's the race.
That's
right? That's it.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
So, Tim, what do you know about the crews today, especially in this men's senior semifinal about to happen?
I know them well. I mean, if you look at the mergers, ZFG and Chaos, those 3 boats have been in the Sunday finals race for the past 4 or 5 years. ZFG was the defending champions last year that we knocked off. They had some health issues in the boat last year that they don't have this year. I've looked at them at practice all week. They've been quick. They've been fast. They've been strong. The merger is, again, the same boat. It's the Gigalonis and the Morriseys. You do have some changes.
Legendary local names.
Yeah, exactly. You do have some. Sorry about that, people. You do have some changes in that boat. Vito Sr., right, who also rode with the kids, is not back this year. Vito's got too much to do. One of his sons, Nick, has a back injury, can't row. Nick's in the boat. There's no drop-off, but it's different. It's not the same. And then they've got 2 new guys in the boat that weren't in there last year. One's a return, and they have a new kid that's rowing. So there are some things that, they didn't have a hard elimination race, but I think they'll be pushed today. So it's going to be interesting to see how they jockey. And then you have Danger Zone. No one's given Danger Zone any credit. Yet Andy's been in Saturday's race 2 years in a row. He's got a great group of kids, a great crew, and there's one guy on that crew that I want to talk about is Mike Galante. Mike Galante has been doing same boats forever. And out of anyone you want to see win a same boat championship right now, out of everyone, it's probably Mike Galante. That kid is there every year, every day, every time, and desperately wants to do it. He comes so close. Saturday, maybe he sneaks into a Sunday. But if anyone out there is listening and you got a same boat, get Mike Galante a same boat championship. Just not this year because I won it.
And what I like, just to stay on Danger Zone for a minute, is last year they did great during the eliminations, and then Saturday they had a decent race, but they made adjustments in seating. They added a couple different rowers, and you do need to do that.
Yeah, they look good. But that's it. That's the whole thing. It's how can you adapt? How can you change?
And here's a quote from Andy Orlando today, who's the coach of Danger Zone. He said, "We feel confident. We're a confident crew. However, that doesn't say much. Our actions have to do the talking. Sometimes you have to watch out for the questions because at the end, they end up making the most noise." So a great quote by
Absolutely,
Andy.
and Andy's a great coach. He's been at this game forever.
Yeah, great coach.
Yeah.
So do you have who's your pick today? Can we put you on the spot?
All right, since I'm not in this race, I will pick this race. I do believe ZFG is going to win this race. I do believe the merger is going to come in second. What I don't know is how hard will both of those boats push. Everyone says it's Saturday. No one's going to push. No one's going to push. Go look at Chaos and Merger last year on Saturday. Tell me if those boats didn't push. I know we did, right? We pushed the whole way.
Right, no doubt.
It's Saturday. I know theoretically it means nothing. You're just trying to survive in advance. But it means everything. It means everything to every one of those 12 people in every one of those boats. So you can't think for a minute you're going to be able to tell someone, hey, ease off.
Right.
Not
I thought you
gonna
guys
happen.
were going to lay back last year on Saturday. You didn't at all. Not at all.
Not at all.
And so we should point out, so the top 2 finishers qualify to face the defending champs tomorrow. So that's people ask, well, will today's crews expend too much energy before tomorrow's race? Is that a factor at all?
It's 2 days. You can do it. I mean, it's hard for other people who aren't from Gloucester to understand this is the world, right? As you said about the Grease Bowl, no one gets paid any money. It's the ability to walk downtown and have everyone go, hey champ, and you get it for a year. Well, actually, you get it for a lifetime because once you win, you're always a champ.
Yeah.
So there's going to be no give today in either one of these boats. Yeah, everyone will shoot every bullet they have.
And so lastly, Tim, I just want to ask you, can you just speak to the camaraderie and the brotherhood and the sisterhood amongst all the rowers participating?
It's actually I'd say it's a small group of people. It's an expanding group of people, but I would tell you, top to bottom, no matter what crew you're on, you are part of the same boat community, right? I mean, Gloucester's a small place. You know everybody. So as you walk around or whatever, you know whether you're a woman's same boat rower or men's same boat rower. Everybody knows everybody. It is such a tight-knit group of people. And you look at the 30 guys out there rowing today, the 36 guys out there today. They've been there forever. I mean, they know each other. Every boat knows each other. Every one of those boats have probably rowed with each other at one point in time, whether it's in a same boat or whether it's in a dory. So it's very tight. It's top to bottom, it's a great group of people. This is such a unique event for such a great place that doesn't happen anywhere in the world. And it's special, and it's got special people that do it.
Well said. Well, Tim, we want to thank you for your time. Good luck today. Good luck tomorrow. We appreciate all you do for the community as well, and what this event means to all of us, and how prideful we are about it. It's a special day.
I appreciate it, Kory. Thank you for having me on. John.
Timmy,
always.
2000 5-time champion, 2010, 2009, 10, 11, 13, 23. The last team to win 2 in a row, also 3 in a row. They're going for the repeat tomorrow. Good luck tomorrow, Timmy.
And if we had just fixed the Santa Maria earlier, who knows? We could have had 3 more, too. Huh?
Right?
More boat
That's a good way to...
All right, Tim.
Hey, one thing.
Yeah.
Kory, you touched upon it yesterday. You were talking about the interest in the Friday event, right? You were saying, you know what, guys? Friday event is actually the event that gets the most attention now relative to today and tomorrow. One, there's a reason. It's a women's sport, right? Women's sports are exploding.
Absolutely.
You asked me to describe the same boats and what they are. Hey, the women and the girls juniors pull the exact same oars over the exact same distance and the exact same boat. So there's a lot of interest in that. You talked about why don't the women's get Sunday. 2012, 2013, there were no junior races. I offered the girls to say, I asked Joe Novella, hey, can the girls do Sunday? Can they have the Sunday crowd, the Sunday people, and can they go after the men's? The woman, to a person, said no. Friday is our day. Wow. It's our special day.
I like that.
We're not giving it up. This is what we want, and it's ours. We worked for it, we earned it, and we're going to keep it.
I like that.
Very cool.
And
Awesome.
the last thing is access. You guys do a great job giving access and promoting this, right? Promoting the sport, promoting the Fiesta, and that's what draws interest. There are people that couldn't access it before that can access it today, and that's what generates and drives this. So thank you.
Yeah.
You guys do a phenomenal job.
Thank you. Bona Fiesta to you. All right,
Bona
folks.
Fiesta.
That's Timmy Oakes, 5-time same boat champ, going back at it in just a little bit. John and I will be back right after the break with Phil Francis and the men's senior same boat semifinals. We'll see you in just a minute.
Kory Curcuru for 1623 Studios, and this is the story behind St. Peter's Fiesta. A Sicilian tradition was adopted in Gloucester in 1927 so the fishing community could pray for fair seas and huge catches before a statue to honor the patron saint of fishermen. It became a yearly procession which fishermen's wives organized into a multi-day celebration and feast. Religious events include a 9-day novena and a Catholic blessing of the fleet, followed by a parade where volunteers dressed in all white carry St. Peter through the streets. Fiesta concludes when the statue is returned to its home at the St. Peter's Club to a hail of confetti and song. Today, thousands enjoy the June festival with its carnival, music and mass at the ornate altar, hardcore seine boat races, and Fiesta's most popular event, the Greasy Pole, where costume contestants chase a flag pinned to the end of a greased pole high above Gloucester Harbor. The winner is carried from Pavilion Beach to the altar amidst chants of "Chissà mutute mute." What are you, mute? Why aren't you screaming "Viva San Pedro"? Until next time, see you in the neighborhood.
Viva San Pedro! Viva San Pedro!
I'm Kory Curcuru for 1620.
Folks, we are back here at St. Peter's Fiesta getting ready for the men's senior sailboat race semifinals. Joining us now, as always, for the sailboat races is four-time sailboat champ Phil Francis. How you doing, Phil? Buena Fiesta?
Oh, doing great. It's a little nasty out. It's not the weather that everybody wants, but I think it makes it a fun race.
Yeah.
It's going to be, like Timmy said, it's going to be a stairs race. I had a row this morning and this stuff. It wasn't fun, but it helped us coming home.
Yeah.
In fact, it's helped us win the race coming home. We got that little breeze behind us that really helped us out. So I expect a great race today. I think my favorite would be Merger with CFG right behind him. Don't count out Andy's crew. I don't think Andy's crew's getting the respect that they deserve. I won't be surprised if they place today. So I'm excited about that.
So you were out in the water earlier today. Can you explain the conditions to the folks at home?
Yeah, it was choppy. It was difficult to get the race started. And it might be difficult to get the race started today. It's windy. You want to line up. The breeze is going to knock you around. And you also have two captains who like to fool around. They're not going to, they want to get that edge. It might take 3 or 4 times, maybe 5 times to get this race going.
Wow. Interesting.
And to add to, Phil's dead on. I don't count out Danger Zone. The merger and ZFG, see, most people are thinking they're going to cut first and second, move on to Sunday. But be careful at Danger Zone. They made some adjustments, like Phil was saying, and don't count them out, no doubt. They're going to be going for the blue flag and the Santa Maria, but I think Phil's dead on accurate. Phil, this wind, what's going on with this wind today?
The wind is nasty. The wind is going to have a lot to do with this race. You have the wind, you have boat traffic, you have, once they get out, the further you get out, the seas are going to be choppy and choppy and choppy. It's going to have a lot to do with their turn, too. If it's choppy going around that flag, it could knock you about one way or the other. It could also help you. So, I mean, it's definitely a stairs race. Watch the boats going out. See who gets knocked around. See who has the best course. You got 3 veteran steerers. I give Merger the edge because I think Joe Balbo, myself personally, is the best of all time. Joe's been there many times, multiple champion. I have so much respect for him. In the past, when I started becoming a steerer, I would ask him questions, and he had no problem hiding anything from me.
I remember you talked about him last year glowingly, too, Phil.
Oh, and he's a good friend. I love the guy. He's a very close friend. I love all these guys. So,
we got the anthem right now, Phil. Oh, 1 second, folks.
And Kory, let's get right into this question too, Phil, so we can turn around and talk about these boats. But I want to ask you, because there's been a change on the merger. Vito Gigaloni Sr. was the coach of that boat. Nick, his son, Gigaloni, hurt his back, and he asked his dad, can I coach? How big of an adjustment is that?
you know something, I don't think it's that big of an adjustment. I know Vito's a great coach and all, but I think his sons learned from him. And I think the respect that the guys he rows with have for him, they know he's going to do the job. A coach is just a jockey. That's all. He has to know when to push it, when to hold back, when to push it. It's gonna be funny the start of the race. Let's see what happens at the start of the race. I know Vito liked the chicanery. Whether or not, I think his son might want to be able to just start the race and get the race going. As I think both boats might want to just line up. Once you're as close as you can be, get it going, because you might be here all day trying to get this race started.
Right. So here we are.
There's the mergers line up.
Merger. A boat full of Morrisseys and Gigalonis, a lot of championships. You throw in a Belbo, you throw in a Mitchell, and you throw in a McRobb, and you could have a championship crew. So you have the scuttle of Joe Belbo, Coach Nick Gigaloni, Dylan Morrissey, Vito Gigaloni, Rob Morrissey, Mark Gigaloni, Lucas McRobb, Chris Gigaloni, Clayton Morrissey, Mike Mitchell, Joe Gigaloni, and Seth Morrissey.
And John, do we know what lane they're in today? What flag they're going after?
So the merger is in the Pinta and going for the white flag.
Oh, so they're in the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to take a look at
now we have
Zany Fungi.
ZFG.
Red flag.
They're going to be in the Nina going for the red flag.
So the left lane.
The left lane. You have Scuttler, Mike Harmon steering the boat. Coach Paul Gigaloni. Now you have the rowers. Peter Mondello, Jared Morris, Peter Taramina, Alex Rodolosi, Jerry Shimataro, Vincenzo Terranova, Gilbert Brown, Sam Taramina, Kellen O'Malley, JJ Pelazzola. This is a great mix of rowers. You have veterans. You have guys just hitting their prime. This boat could be tough, too. A boat full of former champs as well.
All right. And lastly, in the blue lane on the right, Danger Zone.
In the Santa Maria, you have Danger Zone going for the blue flag. You have the Scuttler also steering the boat, Tony Frontero, Coach Andy Orlando, Steve Totoni, Scott Carrier, Mike Guglielmi, Mark Haggart, Rick Melanson, Alex Militello, Martin Christensen, John Dyer, Cam Scola, Mike Galanti. Be careful of this crew, like Phil was saying. Don't count them out. It's not a two-boat race, I'll tell you that. If you think it's a two-boat race, you could see a big upset.
You're kidding yourself.
All right, let's turn around, guys. And Phil, I guess you can start talking us through what exactly is happening with the crews right now for those tuning in for the first time.
Right now, the crews are going to line up. They want to get as even as they can, but what you're going to see is once they get as even as they can, you're going to have captains trying to get that little edge. All three boats are going to have their bowmen rowing a three-quarter to a whole stroke to keep the boat moving. You want momentum. You don't want to start from a dead stop because you can snap an oar that way. You want to have momentum going forward. Right now, captains are looking at each other. They're going to try to get an edge. And I'm going to tell you right now, the boat on the left, the boat on the right are the ones who are going to see a delay if there's a delay with these two captains.
So
and
here we go.
Rowing just to the right of the Greasy pole, John, about a half mile out. That's where the flags are. They make the turn and come back. The first two to hit the beach qualify to go against Chaos tomorrow.
Chaos, yep, tomorrow. They're a 7-time champion. So today we have to the left going for the white flag. Oh, to the left going for the red flag. You have in the Nina, ZFG. In the middle, going for the white pin. In the Pintas, the merger. And to the right, going for the blue pin. Danger Zone in the Santa Maria. They're lined up, ready to go.
And compared to yesterday, these guys seem a lot closer to the beach than what we saw yesterday with the women.
And there goes the bowmen feathering the boat. The bowmen feathering, acting like Fred Flintstone running in place.
They might take right off here. Paul Gigaloni, the coach on the left, has a tell. Once he puts his hands on his thighs, that's when he's ready.
So right now, you can see in the bow of the boat, the rowers are feathering, trying to get the boat going just a little bit, getting a little momentum going.
We're going to have a delay, I can tell you right now. Andy's got a boat lead already.
Yeah, they're a little tight
literally
on the right
full
side
boat.
there.
He's got a full boat. He'll raise his hands with a full boat, I guarantee you. Plus, the boats are close together. Their oars can whack, so one of them's going to have to move. And if I were Joe Belbo, I'd force the boat on the right to move over. I would keep my spot and not move at all. That's my spot, and I'm not moving.
And the wind is whipping. I mean, you can see how much it's pushing the boats, Phil.
Oh,
Look at it pushing them. They started 20, 30 feet over to the left.
That's why they should have just lined up to the left of the greasy pole and then set themselves for the grease.
So, John, from left to right again, what are we looking at?
From left to right, you have ZFG to the left in the Nina. In the middle, you have the Merger in the Pinta. And to the right, you have Danger Zone in the Santa Maria going for the blue flag. Red, white, and blue. They're lined up again, ready to go. The wind is definitely an issue.
They want to move over. They're going to move over, way over. All three boats have to move way over.
And stay tuned because of the conclusion of this race, five-time Greasy Pole champ Derek Hobson's going to join us and walk us through the Greasy Pole. And then Phil will be back with us for the men's junior same boat semifinals.
To the left, you have Mike Harmon, the scuttler standing up. He's steering the boat. In the middle, you have Joe Belbo in the Merger. And to the right, you have Tony Frontero steering the boat.
I will tell you, the breeze, that wind is slowed down a little bit in the headwind.
There goes the bowman. The bowman starting to feather.
We might get it off now. Andy's got his hands on his hips. That means he's going to play games.
So you see the coaches in the front?
Jig is ready. Crew on the left is ready.
Paul Gigaloni, arms up. To the left, Andy Orlando, Nick Gigaloni, the coaches in the Merger, in danger zone waiting. It looks like Andy's standing up.
I called this at 7 o'clock this morning.
You knew this was going to happen, Phil.
I knew it.
You knew it.
What's that? Is that 3 times they've lined up
already?
And I said we could have 5. We might have 10.
You can see that aerial view. The boats are going to reline up again.
We're at 3. Okay, we're at 3 lineups right now. My prediction was 5. We could get as many as 10. People out there don't get upset. This happens every year.
It looks like a jailbreak right now.
Oh yeah, it's like people take me serious when I say it. It's not cheating. It's just trying to get that edge. If you can even get a 2-foot lead, you're going to take it. I know for a fact one of these guys wants to get a half a boat lead.
Hey, Yuffie had a finish today that was, 3 feet, 4 feet?
We won by about 4 feet, but it was a dead even start. It was a great start.
Okay, here we go. They're lining up again.
All right, 4th time.
I mean, you know, Phil, from being in the boat, it's important. You can't give anyone an inch here. It's important to.
I hated it.
I know you like to stop fast.
I just wanted to get going because you want to shake those nerves.
So here we go. We're lining up again. To the left, you have ZFG. In the middle, the Merger. To the right, danger zone. They're getting ready to start. The bowmen are feathering. You can see the momentum starting. The wind is whipping. They're going to be coming back again, Phil. They're coming back
that's
again.
4.
They're coming back again. They're at 4 now.
You could have booked it in Vegas. You could have booked it.
They're coming back again.
You might have to get Derek Hopkins dinner soon if he's waiting on the sidelines.
Derek Hopkins needs an apple juice. He looks like he's going to fall asleep.
Hey, Derek, you came way too early.
We're trying, man.
Someone get Derek a drink.
He's got that look on his face. What am I doing here?
Derek Hopkins is going to be joining us for the Greasy Pole, 5-time champion.
I tell you something, the sights, sounds, the smells of Fiesta.
We got a little more beach to play with today, but the tide's coming in. It's going to peak at around 6:15 or so.
We might have people hanging all over us pretty soon.
Phil, here we go. This is take 4 now. They're lining up.
5.
This is 5 already.
5.
Here they go already. They're lining up again, but the wind is whipping. No doubt about it.
You know that show they got on Bet ESPN? Yeah, I could have booked this right here.
Yeah. right?
It was a gimme. It was between the one on the left and the one on the right. It was a gimme.
So here we go. They're just about to line up for a 5th time.
I've been in a boat with Andy, so I know what he's like.
Andy's back on his knees again. I love the pep talks. I remember Pee Wee football. The pep talks were great in the pit. Here we go. Paul Gigaloni to the left, then ZFG. In the middle's the merger. The boats are getting close.
They're not going to be able to stop. Watch. They're always going to cross.
There they go. They're going to have to line up again. They're too close. Like you said, though, Phil, Joe Belbo's a veteran. He's going to go where he needs to be, and that's it.
That's right.
He
wants his spot.
If you're going to hit his oar, you're going to hit his oar.
I would not have anybody force me to move. I would take my spot, and that's it. Then they have to figure out what they want to do.
Right. So he just forced Andy over a lot. I don't know if Andy wants to be over there.
I think it's
with Tony Frontiero, but
right
the wind
is a perfect place to start. Right here.
The wind's a concern, no doubt about it. Okay, here we go. They're lined up for a 6th time.
6th time.
To the left, you have ZFG.
Stop booing. Come on, crowd.
In the middle, the merger. To the right, danger zone.
You better get ready right now.
Here they go. Mike Harmon to the left and ZFG lining his boat up.
Now this is sort of an idea of where the both women's races ended up starting. A little off the beach.
Yeah.
Yep.
Andy's got his boat. Jesus, we're going for number 7.
The over was
way over.
Way over. You would have won a fortune. 5 was the number. Over 5 is unbelievable. What's the record, Phil?
I think they're going to say it today. I think they just said it.
How are the Walkers doing up there?
Well, the Walkers are freezing right now. They came over way too early.
Yo, Spider-Man on top. You see Spider-Man on top of Batman up there. There's some weird stuff going on the pool.
Today would have been the day to wear a wetsuit out there.
Paul Gigaloni to the left and ZFG literally
teeth are chattering.
He's way over.
Turn your boat, Andy, now. See, the problem is they're taking way too long to straighten their boat out because while they're waiting, they're sliding over.
Yeah, that. So here we go. Paul Gigaloni to the left with ZFG.
We might have something here, guys.
Joe Belbo lined up with the merger in the middle, and to the right, you have Andy Orlando with danger zone.
Guys got to start rolling right now. They got one chance to get this going. Is once he's even.
There goes Andy's on his knees. There's the feathering, the momentum. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 2024 Saturday, same boat races. They're feathering, the bowmen are feathering, getting some momentum. There goes Paul Gigaloni, hands up. To the left, Paul Gigaloni, hands up to the left. In the middle, they're waiting on Nick Gigaloni. They're almost at the greasy pole. Now they're pulling them back for the 8th time.
Here we go for number 8.
You're going to hear the boo birds. In the defense of the rowers, they cannot let another boat have a half a boat lead.
They're going to end up racing 2 races here in one.
The wind is a factor. Like Phil was saying, they're starting way over to the left, but by the time one boat's lined up, the other boat's not lined up, and they're all over at the cut bridge.
They should all, you know what they should all do is they should all turn their boats at the same time and then turn in at the same time.
Anticipation is building.
And I'm not going to go down there and start the race.
Which could, Phil, they could ask you to go down there, Phil.
Vince is laughing.
There's Vincent Orlando.
So if you're just tuning in, folks, you are watching the 2024 St. Peter's Fiesta Same Boat Race. This is the men's senior semifinals. The top 2 finishers today, the first 2 to reach the beach, will qualify to face 7-time champ Chaos tomorrow. This is going to be followed by the Greasy Pole right after this. Derek Hopkins, the defending champ 5 times in a row he has won, is going to join us for color commentary for that. And then we have the men's junior Seine boat semifinals happening after the Greasy Pull. So we're at Pavilion Beach in Gloucester, Massachusetts. Overcast day. The water temp's like 62 degrees or so. It's a chilly one for those Greasy Pull walkers who are just hanging out on the platform right now. But we're waiting for these 3 crews to get in sync so we can start this race.
He's down with the legs. You know how he starts? He's down with that.
Okay, here we go. They're lining up again for the 8th time. Here we go. To the left, you have ZFG.
We might actually get a start here.
In the middle, you have the merger. To the right, you have Danger Zone. Well, you have a boat in the course, so that now it can't stop because of that reason. Wow, Danger Zone's drifting back to the cut bridge.
As long as the boats stay separated, we should be able to start. Once the oars start getting closer and closer together, that's the problem.
And the junior crew Warriors is walking right in front of us now. They'll be up a little later on today. And we know this can be frustrating, folks, but there's a lot of gamesmanship going on, and there's a tough current and a tough breeze that these Seines are fighting against right now. We're looking pretty even right here.
Okay.
This is 9.
They shattered the record.
So here we go, lining up again.
If they do it this time, I think the fans are going to start throwing things at them.
So here we go, lined up to the left, ZFG. Mike Harmon scuttling, steering the boat. In the middle, the merger with Joe Belbo. To the right, you have Danger Zone, Andy Orlando. Andy Orlando's hands are up. The bowmen are going. Andy Orlando, Paul Gigaloni, hands up. They're waiting on Nick Gigaloni in the middle. The bowmen are going. There they go. They're off. They're off. All 3 boats took off like rocket ships.
Merger with a
Wow.
nice little jump.
All 3 boats took off.
Merger got a little bit of a lead at the start. But right now, there's nothing to judge.
You see them nearing the pole right now, trying to gain some position here.
Yeah, it's right
There's
now
the
it's
merger.
never even, so we're not going to be able to tell for a while. But the merger got the little lead at the start, so.
You can see the ripples in the water. It's hard. Right now, 10 oars going in the water, acting as one is the key.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
So right now, it's real close between
nothing's
ZFG and the
changed.
merger. And Danger Zone is right there, but it looks like Danger Zone might be back by about a quarter of a boat, Phil.
Yeah. You got a merger by a quarter, ZFG right behind them, and I mean ZFG basically in Danger Zone are even right now. I think they're going to stay with each other all the way out.
Well, like we said, they're going a half mile now to a set of flags out there, a red, white, and blue flag. They're going to make their turn around that and head straight back to the beach. The first 2 to touch the beach qualify for tomorrow's finals against defending champ Chaos.
We have some good drone footage here. You can see what an overview, aerial view of this race. You have to the left, ZFG, and in the middle, merger, almost a dead heat. And to the right, Danger Zone. Looks like they're about a boat, Phil?
About a boat behind. Danger Zone's fading a little bit right now. But right now, that lead between merger and ZFG hasn't changed. It's being consistent. It's still a quarter to a half a boat.
Look at you can see the boats bouncing.
Yeah,
it's way different than class.
They're getting whacked around.
So, Phil, at what point now are they thinking of preparing for a turn?
Oh, they still got a long way to go. You start thinking about your turn probably when you're about 100 yards away.
Okay.
You want to start making your adjustment. You want to start making your adjustment into the flag. Each steerer has a different rule that they want to do. Yeah, you're behind by a boat now.
And you see the Danger Zone. It looks like they're hitting little waves and going to the left. And it seems like they're going off course a little.
Well, I'm not going to say what I want to say. A little inexperience in the steering department, but right now, ZFG and the merger, that lead that merger has over ZFG hasn't changed. It stayed where it was. I think Danger Zone's fading out of it. Well, you never know. You don't know what they have. They might be able to catch up. They might be able to catch up at the flag. But right now, Merge is making a little bit of a push.
And this turn is going to be different than other days with this wind.
Oh, yeah. And you want to know something, too? When Merger makes their turn, Danger Zone has to move over and get out of their way because they're behind now. And one of the rules between the crews are, so if you're way behind, the other crew to your left is turning, move over to the right and stay out of their path so there's no collision because the flags are so close together right now.
Danger Zone starting to fade. From ZFG and the Merger, Phil, are you seeing anything with their synchronicity or their strokes?
I think they're both rolling a great rate. The factory crews, they're not going to have a problem with the stroke. Right now, I think the Merger's got a half a boat lead. They made a little bit of a push, and it might be closer to a boat right now.
Phil, tell me, it seems like Danger Zone, it's like they're fighting the current or something. It looks like they keep moving left.
I think they're getting beat up. I think it's,
They wouldn't fall behind, but this much.
Yeah, I think it's the inexperience of steering. Tony's been doing it for 3 or 4 years. But Merge has got a boat lead. Yeah, they're splashing a lot. They might be in a wake. They might be in a wake that the other two crews aren't in because they're getting pounded. But you want to know something also? They're a lighter crew.
Yeah.
Out of the 3 crews, they're the lightest crew.
Yeah.
All right, so when we're looking at the white water, right, on the boat to the right, what does that signify?
It signifies that either A, they're in a stronger wake than the other crews, they're getting hit by more boat traffic, or they're a lighter crew that's just bouncing up and down.
Yeah, it looks like they're falling way behind.
Oh, they're way behind now. And Merge has got a boat and a half lead right now. Merge is coasting right now. Now, it all depends. Is ZFG just laying down because they got such a big lead and they don't want to kill themselves and save for tomorrow?
So you have Danger Zone in the Santa Maria to the right. You have ZFG to the left in the Nina, and you have the Merger in the middle. The Merger in the middle is up by about a boat and a half.
Yeah, at least a boat and a half.
To the left, you have ZFG, and remember, people, first and second place advance to tomorrow against Chaos, the defending champions, 2023 champs.
There they go.
There they go.
Instead of making his approach.
There they go.
Now here's the problem.
There goes the Merger.
Let's see if Andy gets out of his way.
There goes the Merger.
Uh-oh.
See?
Gonna get dicey.
But they have to move over.
There goes the Merger in the middle.
Look how close that was.
Whoa!
ZFG to the left and to the right. Danger Zone.
ZFG came out. Yeah. Merger was wide. Wow. ZFG's right with him now.
Wow. What a turn by Mike Harmon. Mike Harmon whipped the boat around and almost pulled it dead even.
They still got a boat lead.
Wow.
Great shot here from Keith Palazola in the drone.
ZFG and the Merger.
They still got a boat lead.
The Merger with about a boat lead.
When you really look at it, they really have a 2-boat lead because they have that boat between their stern and their bow, and then you got the bow, you got the length of that boat. They have to make up that length right there, so it's really a 2-boat lead.
And the Merger looks like they're taking off again.
Yeah, they're pounding it right now.
And here comes Danger Zone in the Santa Maria to the left. They're back by a lot. It looks like Merger in the middle and to the right. ZFG. It looks like these two boats are going to advance to Sunday against your 2023 champs, Chaos, who was the last team to repeat in 2009, 2010, and throw in 2011 for the three-peat. The last team to win back-to-back.
Not even close.
Half a mile out.
They're going to open it up. They're going to win this race by 2-3 boats.
Now it's a half a mile back to the beach.
It's a beautiful shot of the inner harbor right there, folks. Pavilion Beach.
They're making a move, though. I'm surprised.
Yeah, it's still a boat lead.
You can see the boats bouncing, Phil, and tomorrow's not going to be it. Tomorrow's going to be similar conditions.
Yeah, it might be worse.
It might be worse.
Nah,
CFG to the right making a move.
Still a boat lead.
A 1-boat lead. The Merger in the middle. A boat full of Gigalonis and Morrisseys. You throw in a Belbo, a McRobin, a Mitchell, and you definitely could have a 2024 champ.
Merger just made a little bit of a push. Merger's going to try to get some open water.
You can see the rowers laying back, basically laying into the lap of the person in front of them
Here's what
or
you
behind
don't know.
them.
Are they actually coming hard for him, or is he saving it for tomorrow?
I think you know how it is, Phil, being an athlete. It's so hard to just,
I know.
you know.
But I think Paul's done this before where he laid down. One year, I think it was when he was G-Force. They laid down on Saturday.
Yeah.
They came in second place and they won on Sunday.
We thought that Chaos
they
might
beat
do
us.
that last year,
Yeah,
and they
but
didn't.
No. I think Chaos had more of a points improved than people.
Now keep in mind, it's the top 2 finishers today advancing to tomorrow. You're seeing the Seines reaching nearly the flotilla at the Greasy Pole and the lanes from the boats that have been opened up by the Coast Guard and police to let the boats get through.
Here we come, people. You have ZFG in the red,
They're just staying
in the left lane in the Nina. You have the Merger in the middle in the Penta.
I don't know where he's getting
When they
his-
get to the
where's
Greasy
he getting
Pole?
his info from? Where's he getting his info from? A seat. They're still down by a boat.
Well, they don't have the views we have, Phil.
Well, I'm going to tell them you guys might want to go on YouTube tomorrow.
Yeah, by the way, if you're there watching Bridge Cape Ann right now, hit the subscribe button, please.
Here we go, the Merger.
You know what?
In the middle, the Merger
Birds are slowing down.
with about a boat lead.
Now what do you think now, Phil?
It's about a half a boat now.
ZFG to the left.
Birds are slowed down. This is what happened to them last year.
Yeah,
That's what
yep,
happened
same thing.
last
They
year.
died out. It happened the year when Iron Village won it too. They died out.
Here they are passing the
Here
Greasy
they
Pole.
come.
We're about to reach it.
The Greasy Pole shuffle. When they get to the Greasy Pole, it's an all-out run home.
Now we got the good view. Birds have still got the lead. But CFG's coming.
Here we go. ZFG to the left, the Merger in the middle. These 2 boats are advancing to Sunday against Chaos, but they're still going for first place. To the left, ZFG. In the middle, the Merger. Merger's back. ZFG's back, going up against Chaos on Sunday. Here they come, the Merger in the middle, and to the left you have ZFG. The Merger in the middle. It looks like it's going to be the Merger. To the left, ZFG. The Merger. To the left, ZFG. It looks like it's going to be Merger by about 3 benches. The Merger. The Merger. The Merger advances to Sunday. ZFG going to Sunday. In Danger Zone coming in. Good job by Danger Zone making it to Saturday. They just need to make some adjustments.
I'll tell you what, I got to give kudos to CFG. Because boy, were they coming home. They were flying coming home.
Great job by the Merger.
They ran out of the beach. If it was low tide, they ran out.
So here we are, the Merger. Saturday advancing and ZFG advancing, but the Merger, you have Scuttler Joe Balbo, Coach Nick Gigaloni, Dylan Morrissey, Vito Gigaloni, Rob Morrissey, Mark Gigaloni, Lucas McRobb, Chris Gigaloni, Clayton Morrissey, Mike Mitchell, Joe Gigaloni, and Seth Morrissey advancing. You also have ZFG advancing to Sunday. Scuttler Mike Harmon, Coach Paul Gigaloni, Peter Mondello, Jared Morris, Peter Taramina, Alex Rodolosi, Jerry Shamataro, Vincenzo Terranova, Gilbert Brown, Sam Taramina, Kellen O'Malley, and JJ Palazola. Congratulations to Danger Zone making it to Saturday as well. You have ZFG in the Merger advancing to Sunday against the champs, Chaos.
I think this race sets up for a beauty tomorrow. I think this really sets up for a beauty tomorrow. I was impressed by what ZFG did coming home. I don't know if the Merger fell apart, but ZFG has great boat speed coming home.
And when ZFG won it 2 years ago, they died out.
Yeah.
The Merger died out.
CFG
Same thing.
Had to come from behind.
And when Iron Village won it, Paul Gigaloni was on that boat. They came in second. The Merger died out again.
It has a lot to do with youth. They're a younger crew. Merger's an older crew. CFG's a younger crew.
Yeah.
They got some young bucks in that boat.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
There's a lot of
I
strength.
think it sets up for a beauty tomorrow. I really do.
Right. And conditions are going to be bad tomorrow.
Let's hope St. Peter comes through for us tomorrow.
It could
Let's
happen.
hope that, the weather people who are like throwing darts. So sometimes, let's hope they're just throwing darts and hoping that they're right.
So now, Phil, just for clarification, I don't see an American flag for the winning boat today. Is there?
There was one. I think they gave it to them.
Oh, okay.
Or they told them no tomorrow. A lot of times they don't want to touch it on Saturday. They want to wait till Sunday.
Oh, is that right? And the greasy pole is already underway, folks. All right, so Phil, thanks again for your commentary. We'll see you in a little bit for the juniors, all right? And we're gonna bring in 5-time champ Derek Hopkins to help talk us through the poll today. What's up, D-Hop?
How you doing?
All right, bud. So we can already turn and look here. You can see up on the screen too.
Yeah.
Okay. So yesterday's winner, Max Allen. What were your thoughts on his walk yesterday?
Oh, I thought it was unbelievable, and I knew it was going to happen. After last year, he went out, grabbed the flag, turned it upside down. We all knew. I told him after that day, I said, "Dude, you got to get on Friday next year. You got to get on Friday. That's your flag if you get out there." And he had a little bit of, there was a little bit of turmoil getting on Friday. He thought he was going to walk Sunday again, and then the list came out, and he texted me. He's like, "Oh my God, I got on
There
Friday."
goes Max Allen.
And I told everyone, if they let it get back to him, it's game over.
So with us is Derek Hopkins, 5-time champion, 2019 Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 2022 Sunday, 2023 Sunday. Derek Hopkins, 5-time champ, going after his 6th title tomorrow. But right now, we're into Saturday Greasy Pole. Next up, Colin Sweet.
And again, folks, this is just a courtesy round. All 46 walkers get to walk here. Just can't grab the flag. And then after that, first man to grab it wins.
There goes Colin Sweet. Good first walk and a great little wreckage there.
Leo Canavo. 2 years ago when he won, we were all on the same softball team out in Lanesville. Me, Leo, and the Saturday winner was Anthony.
Wow.
All three of us won the greasy pole. And that year, we had more greasy pole flags than softball wins in the season.
I might have to coach that team. Leo Canavo.
Oh boy, Leo.
You have those Rocky Balboa shorts on, the green, white, and red.
Frank Taramina, your 4th walk of Saturday. Here we are, 2000 Saturday, 24, St. Peter's Fiesta Greasy Pole. With us is Derek Hopkins. Love having Derek here. It's like having basically Michael Jordan standing with us of the Greasy Pole. We had Timmy Oakes earlier. It's like Kobe Bryant. Got them all here. Up next, Frank Taramina. The first round is a courtesy round. You cannot take down the flag in the first round. Everyone gets one walk. You cannot take it down.
Oh, he sat down on it.
Here goes Ross Carlson, Derek. What do you think of Ross
Cousin
Carlson?
Ross, I like it.
I guess yesterday.
We like when the flags stay in the family, so, we're rooting for Ross here.
And a great interview with Ross yesterday. I was looking forward to today so much.
I wonder how that water's feeling for these guys, because it's a little nippy out.
I think it's only 62 degrees or so today.
Man,
Wow.
I bet the water's warmer than the air today.
Ross Carlson.
Let's go, Ross. What do you say?
Ross Carlson, Friday, 2011. There goes Ross. A rough first
It's
walk.
slippery out there.
A lot of grease out there. A lot of grease on that pole. A couple apples and orange. There's some donuts. Ross said that he had a donut last year with grease on it. Must have been really good.
We got Joe Brancleone. He's a fan
Joe
favorite.
Branks. Joe Brancleone, 2010 champ Friday.
I've seen some predictions for Joe Brancleone today.
What was his odds?
What was that?
What was his odds?
I didn't see the board for the odds, but I would say he's got a good chance.
Joe Brancleone, 6th walk of first round. Congratulations to the merger in ZFG, advancing to Sunday in the same boats against Chaos. We're waiting on Joe Brancleone. There goes Joe Brancleone, a fast walker.
That's a good walk right there.
Derek, now, is there during the courtesy round, is there like a concentrated effort from the walkers to just try to swipe as much grease off as possible?
I think different people think differently. I think sometimes you go out, it can depend on how you fall, or it can depend on, if that's something you like doing. I think it can be a little, superstition or tradition for some people. They go out, and every time they fall, they're going to swipe the pole. Other people, they go out and they jump off. It's just, there's no telling too much, but it's not a group-wide thing of doing it or not doing it. It's just a personal thing.
Scott Squiggy Lane just went, but prior to that was Danny Belbo.
Who was that one?
That was Scott Squiggy Lane. He's won it. And now
unreal costume on him. I hope the camera picked it up.
Frank the List Pacheco.
We got Frank up next.
Oh. Now you have Peter Favaza.
Pete Favaza up next.
We're going to hear too, Derek. Whichever way you want to look.
30 years walked, huh? Oh, that's crazy.
Impressive.
That's a long time. That's a long time.
30 years walking.
There goes Peter Favaza.
There we go.
Next up, Bobby Montanaro.
Bobby Montanaro.
14 years.
14 years, Bobby. He's a good guy. I know him pretty well. I'd like to see a good walk out of him here.
There goes Bobby.
Oh, there we go.
He took grease.
He got a little swipe off of there.
Next up is Dominic Novello. Dominic Novello. 12th walker in the first round. The courtesy round, you cannot take the flag down. Everyone gets one walk.
Another 14-year veteran.
Next walker, that's you. Everybody will wait for you to come back up and give you your turn. Everybody's safety is paramount here.
Derek, how cold are the guys on the platform right now?
Oh, I bet the guys who have walked are definitely shivering up there. I told a few of my buddies to bring a dry sweatshirt up. One you don't care about, you're going to leave it up there. But that can be the difference in a day like this when the wind's blowing.
Ryan Barrett up next. Brian Barrett. There goes Brian Barrett. We haven't had anyone go halfway yet. Next up, Mark Fernandez. Derek, tell us a little bit about the wind today. Does that play factor?
Come again?
Does the wind play factor in the walking?
Oh, yeah, sorry. The wind definitely does. When you got today, I think the gusts were up to 20-plus miles per hour. And if you're in the middle of your walk and you got a 20-mile-per-hour gust on your back, it'll throw you off. You can't really anticipate that too much. To lean back in the middle of your walk, you don't know when it's going to happen, so it'll throw you off. In fact, it'll throw you right off the pole sometimes.
A lot of gray hair up there this year.
We're still waiting on John Linquata to walk here. Derek, tell us a little bit about what's your secret to success?
Secret to success, I tell the guy, whenever the guys ask me, I tell them keep the big toe curled and keep the feet moving. And
eyes on the flag. Do you keep your eyes straight ahead?
I don't go. Some guys go eyes on the flag. I like to go about maybe 4 or 5 feet in front of my feet. I look at, and you always look that far ahead. If you look,
into the future.
I know some guys will look halfway, and then they get halfway, and they're still looking halfway, and now they're looking down at their feet, and that's the end of their walk.
Jody Young, he's dressed up. I don't know what he's dressed up as,
there
but
it is.
A+ for the costume.
Yeah, that's a great costume there. But yeah, it's important to keep your eyes scanning forward. You never want to be caught looking down at your feet. Got to be a couple steps ahead.
Yeah, you're seeing it, so you can see yourself winning like 2 seconds before you win.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
You can never think that much, though. It happens way too quick. I mean, as loud as these loudspeakers are, when your name gets called, I don't even think you hear your name. There'll be a guy on the pole with the list. That's how you know you're up. And then everything else just blacks out on you. You know, you don't hear a thing. There's nothing. It's just you and the flag.
Kenny Stubbiazaro. Up next, we have the first round, 18th walker. There's going to be 46 walkers. Derek, so first walk. I've seen you walk now since 2019, but I actually saw you before you were old enough to walk. There was video of you. You must have swam out there after the greasy pole was over. You were too young to do it officially. Yeah. I saw you on a video walk to the end of the pole and then walk back. Oh, good walk by Kenny Stubbiazaro. But
that's right.
I saw that. If I didn't see it with my own eyes, I would have said, there's no way that's
Wouldn't
real.
Wouldn't have believed it.
You walked to the end of the pole, and then you walked back.
Yeah. I was out there one day, and I...
How old were you, 17?
Yeah, I must have been 16 or 17 at the time. And,
it was the most insane thing I've ever seen.
We went out, we would repurpose the leftover grease. You know, the Monday after was when you weren't old enough to walk in the real event, that was the greatest day of the year.
Mark Organ.
So we would, I would shimmy out there, and then I would pull the grease back in front of me and reuse it all on the whole pole. And yeah, that year I was I would get towards the end, and I slid far enough back that I stopped right at the end of the pole. And at that point, I was already standing there. I said, I might as well turn around and give it a try. And then I slowly came back, and
I tried it. When I saw that video, I was so impressed. I tried it like on the curb at home, and I couldn't do it. It was the most insane thing I think I've seen. It was unbelievable.
It was definitely a little scary. On the way back to the pole, or at least the platform, those last few steps, you know, I was like, oh my God, if I fall now, I'm going to fall into the piles at the bottom of the pole.
You forgot about that.
And yeah, that's the little dangerous part of it.
Tyler Parisi up next, 21st walker.
Good walker right here.
Next up, we have Sean Doan.
That's a fan favorite right there.
Sean Doan, next, he's a former Viking. I coached him in football. Sean Doan! Oh, that was a Viking right there, champion. Coached him in Pee Wee football. I love it.
I was out with a lot of these guys today at my buddy's house. He had everyone over. And they're all ready to go, to say the least. They've been getting after it all day.
A lot of apple juices today?
There's been a lot of apple juices flowing around.
Love it. They have really good apple juice.
And we want to say, we're being joined by Derek Hopkins, a 5-time champ. He's won the last, how many Sundays in a row?
3 Sundays.
That's right, man, yep. And he's looking for a 6th straight tomorrow. And today's walker advances and will be the first walker tomorrow.
So Mark Smith just went. Next up is
Mark Smith. He's a good
Brandon
buddy
Malloy.
right here. We're hoping for a good one right here out of him.
We can't go back in time, but if the pandemic years didn't happen, Derek would also have one in 2021 and 2020 and 21, but it did happen, so whatever. Next up, we have Mike Whitney. Mike Whitney, 25th walker of the first round of 46 walkers, courtesy. There goes Mike Whitney, and there goes Mike Whitney. So we have...
It's slippery out there. It's slippery. Even
Marcus Catone.
When it looks like there's no grease left, there's still grease in there, slathered onto the pole. It's tough.
Marcus Catone, another Viking that I coached. I think he went off that quick, but it's good to be up there. Next up, Mike Oliver.
What did we say?
Mike Oliver. He's a good walker, right?
Yeah, he's got a lot of heart up there.
Who's your pick today? Other than Max Allen.
Other than Max Allen, because obviously we know he's got it.
Yeah.
But a couple of my buddies, I'm liking the looks of Timmy White, Ryan Muniz, Colby Mitchell, Mark Smith.
That's my sleeper.
Those are a few of my tops right there.
Jason Ladoff.
Hey, Derek, what is it about? It seems like some of these championships sort of come in bunches for people. Like someone will win a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or a Saturday, Sunday.
Well, I think when you win one day, that momentum carries you through.
Ooh, Larry Scola.
You feel on top of the world that next day. And sometimes that's what you need to just get the nerves off and just to get out there. At that point, you know you've done it before, so you go out and you do it again.
Next up, Peter Scola.
Pete Scola.
30th walker of the first round. We're still in the courtesy round. You cannot take it down in the courtesy round. Peter Scola, 30th walker out of 46 in the first round. They all get one walk. Cannot take it down. Courtesy round. Second round, it's up for grabs. And that will be started off by yesterday's champion, Max Allen. First walker in the second round. But right now we're in the first round with Peter Scola. Joining us is Derek Hopkins.
Any consideration to the costume you'll wear? Does it matter at all? Is it something lighter or something that you want to get rid of in that courtesy round?
If it's something that you can wear while you walk, then it's nice to wear it and show it off. Sometimes you wear something that might be a little too full body or a little too puffy to fall into the water. You don't want to risk not being able to swim in the water. So if you can, you keep it on for sure. But sometimes
Nico Scally.
That's a walk.
Scally.
There it is.
Nico Scally. He's another fan favorite.
Ryan Manise.
Ryan Manise is a big one. We like to hear it. But yeah, you keep the costume off. You can. But if it's a danger, then you'll take it off.
Ryan Manise.
Here we go, Ryan. Come on.
So right now, they want to get more grease off.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of grease on right now. You can see there's only been one or two walkers that got halfway.
Nico had the best walk there. I went about halfway, a little more.
Ryan
Oh, there we
Manise.
go, Ryan.
Anthony Shimataro.
Anthony Shimataro. This is another favorite of mine. I got a few guys up there today that I know, and I would like to see pull it down. So it's tough to pick one. All right, Ant.
This is the one we discussed. This is the one we
Colby
discussed
Mitchell.
this week. Colby Mitchell.
John's sleeper right
This
here.
is my
Colby
sleeper right
Mitchell.
here.
Shout out to Uncle Mo, rest in peace.
Absolutely.
That's who Colby's walking for today.
Good.
Let's get a good walk here.
Colby Mitchell. Colby Mitchell. Colby Mitchell. That's
Colby
why we like him.
Mitchell!
Colby Mitchell. He had to stop
That's a
himself.
walk right
He
there.
had to walk
Now
himself.
that's a walk.
Wow, we talked about him this week,
Now
Derek.
that's a walk right there.
Colby Mitchell. He could have taken it down.
I
he had to
think
put
if
the
that was
brake
a real
on.
round,
He
yeah.
looked like you. He was going to the cup bridge.
When you get
he was
out
going
that
right
far
to
in the
Winger.
courtesy, you just kind of lean off the side. You
Yeah.
don't want to risk touching it or anything.
Yep. Can't take it in the first round. Colby Mitchell just went. We have Jared Martin. Jared
Here we go,
Martin.
Jared.
Colby
That's another
Mitchell
one we
just could
know.
have taken it down.
Timmy White is another big one we know.
Whoa, another good
Attaboy,
one.
Tim. That's a good one right
Another
there.
good one came out of the gate.
That was Oliver.
Okay, that was Josh Oliver. Next up, Tim White.
No, Tim
Timmy
just
White.
ran.
Oh, another
Who
good
was
walk.
that one? Killian Morrissey.
Oh,
the good
Killian
walk.
Morrissey. Killian Morris just went. Next up is George Black.
Georgie Black. I don't know him, but let's see a good walk here.
He's an athlete, so let's see what he can do. George Black, first round. 40th walker. We're in the courtesy round still. Joining us. There goes George Black. George Black.
Oh,
Whoa!
no, that's a good walk right there.
Nice. That was a good
Right
one.
out to the red stuff. before
I
they
love
drop
it.
down.
They're getting out there now.
Yeah. They must have mixed something into the red grease out there.
Wow.
Oh, it shakes a lot when you got someone in front of you. Someone gets out near the end and falls down. There's a lot of movement.
There goes
Salvatore
ooh,
Lagrasso.
Salvatore Lagrasso, 41st walker of this first round. And next up is Carter Randazza.
Carter Randazza. He's the Pope today.
It's always
Pope
good to be the
Randazza.
Pope. The Pope's up. Not literally, just saying. That's it. Carter Randazza, 42nd walker in the first round, the courtesy round. You cannot take it. Near in the top.
42 or 45.
Oh, there goes
Baby
Carter
steps
Randazza.
kill.
Next up is Brady
He's got a
Sala.
big job. He doesn't want to get hurt.
Brady Sala.
Brady Sala, good kid right here.
We're nearing the end of the first round. 46 walkers total. This is 43.
This is Brady's first time on the pole.
I believe it is, yeah.
Another athlete.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Another athlete. Oh, he came out fast.
Good little walk. He came out firing.
Next up is Michael Moniz.
Mike Moniz?
Mike Moniz.
Another favorite of mine here, Mike Moniz. Ryan Moniz's older brother. We like to see a good walk out of him.
There goes Mikey. Good job, Mikey. Not bad.
Steps in a jump. Nothing wrong with that.
Next up is Chase Sargent, the 45th walker. We got 2 walkers, and then we go into the second round.
This is the first time or two right here. He's a good kid, too.
With us is Derek Hopkins, 5-time champion. There he goes, Chase Sargent.
Good fall out of Chase.
Last walker of the first round, Jack Nicastro.
We're getting there now. Jack Nicastro.
Here we go, Jack Nicastro. There he goes. There he goes, a good walk.
Good walk out of Jack right there.
Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go, second round. It's live. The flag can come down, Derek.
What do you say, Max Allen, baby? It's
Max
all right here
Allen.
for you.
Is he going to be walking before Derek Hopkins tomorrow?
Oh, man, he deserves it.
Derek, this could get you a little nervous if he gets it. I mean, if he goes before you.
That might be his flag today, tomorrow.
I love how I love the positive.
That's how it is out there.
I love it. The brotherhood. Get ready, people. Max Allen, your Friday 2024 champ.
Fan favorite.
First walker on Saturday.
Fan favorite here.
He's locking in. He's taking some time here.
Oh, yeah, he's taking a minute.
There's a lot of Derek, tell us what's going through his mind right now.
I would say there's a chance he's waiting on the wind. Or if not the wind, it's just you're clearing your mind.
Can you overthink a little bit here?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you don't want to overthink, but you want to wait till you feel ready to go. You don't want to rush yourself. This is your moment, and this is your one chance. And I think he looks ready to go from here.
Max Allen, first walker, second round. It's live and it can be taken down. Your 2024 Friday champion, Max Allen.
The 2024 Friday champ.
Here we go. Max Allen. There goes Max Allen. Max Allen, he hit a little hiccup. He hit an apple. He hit an apple. He's too good of a walker. He hit an apple.
It happens. That's the thing out there. Because he's good enough. He could have ran right to the end, but all it takes is one wrong step. If you're a little off balance, you could be the best walker in the world, but if it's not your day, that can happen. It's just...
Colin Sweet, Friday 2023.
Colin Sweet, his brother Randy walks on Sunday, so if he wins today, it'd be a brother reunion. This could be a big one right here.
That's a good thing. Colin Sweet, great kid, great walker. His brother won it a few years ago. I mean, well, Derek caused a lot of problems in his... Oh, there he goes, Colin Sweet. Colin Sweet. He came out of the gate off a little bit, stumbling.
That first step is important.
Yeah.
It's important.
Leo Canavo, Friday 2022 champ. Leo Canavo.
He's got a good shot here.
Who's going to take it down to go into Sunday, Championship Sunday? Leo Canavo. Third walker, second round. Leo Canavo, there he goes out of the gate. He's standing up. Leo Canavo halfway. Leo Canavo! Leo Canavo about 3/4 of the way. Leo Canavo.
I think after that first round, don't let it get back to Colby Mitchell because
I was just going
I'll
to
win
say
so much money.
Colby Mitchell, that is game over.
Vegas didn't know about him yet. I put big money on him. Frank Taramina, Friday 2018 champ.
Frank Taramina, what do we say here?
Frank Taramina. Frank Taramina. 2024 Greasy Pole Saturday. There goes Frank Taramina. Frank Taramina, almost halfway.
Good.
Frank Taramina.
Good.
Oh,
man.
Have you ever stepped on an apple or a banana?
Not that I can think of, no.
But they are out there.
But they sometimes put things out there, yeah. I haven't seen apples. I've seen banana peels.
So we should put context on that. Is
Ross-
they do actually bless the pole too with things like fruit offerings. That's what we're not joking when we say they're stepping on bananas.
Ross Carlson.
Anything that can help you fall off the pole, they're going to put on it.
Last year, Ross Carlson
Ross
got
Carlson,
to the end, had his
this is
hands
it right
on
here.
the flag.
Had
2011.
2 hands on. He swung off like the monkey bars. So we like to see this one.
Ross Carlson, he was with us yesterday as a guest. Ross Carlson, he's a competitor.
Oh, yeah, he's
I
held
love
it
the
before.
intensity.
Cool angle here.
What an angle we have right now by our drone. Keith Pelazzola doing a great job on that drone with high winds.
Ross is due for one here.
Ross Carlson, Friday 2011. Can he get to the end again? Ross Carlson. Second round. Fifth
taking his
walker.
time.
Ross
Making sure
Carlson.
the wind dies down, you know.
Ross is taking his time. Don't overthink it, Roscoe.
Don't overthink.
Here
don't
we go,
underthink.
Ross.
You just go.
He blessed himself. That means he's going. Ross does the same thing. He blesses himself. He kisses his cross.
Oh, yeah.
Ross Carlson. Ross Carlson.
go,
Ross
Ross.
Carlson. Oh, hard hit by Ross Carlson.
Not the splits.
He came out. He came out
It can
pretty
happen.
good
It can
too.
happen to anyone. It can happen to anyone.
Joe Branglione, another
Goes
good
to show
walker.
It's slippery out there.
fast walker.
Joe Branglione is a favorite. I've seen predictions today, so this could be it right here.
And he's
Good
a fast
walk
walker. He comes out of the gate fast.
He's been at it 17 years, guys.
here. 17 years, huh?
Friday 2010 champ. Joe Branglione,
What year was it? Friday
2010.
2010. So it's been a couple of years, huh? He's due for one here too.
2010.
Joe Branglione.
Joe Branglione. These guys, these guys are taking their time. They know that they might not get another chance.
Oh yeah, I think the wind is playing a role in it. You know, everyone likes to, you take a minute for yourself when you're out there, but when it's windy, you always, it's like lining up on the tee. When the wind's blowing, you're not gonna take your drive.
Joe. Joe just came out
Good
fast.
walk out of Joe.
Next up is Danny Belbo. Danny
Balboa.
Belbo. Up next.
Danny Balboa.
The seventh walker in the second round is Danny Belbo.
Got a little darker as the competition went on here.
Danny Belbo.
And don't forget the junior.
Danny
Oh,
Belbo.
good walk out of Danny right there.
You listen to the voice of Derek Hopkins, 5-time champ, with me and John here in the booth today. Round 2, the greasy pole.
This
First guy to grab the flag wins.
Scott Squiggy Lane.
24-year
There goes
vet.
Scott Squiggy Lane. Scott Squiggy Lane. Nice. Oh, there's some chin
He's having
music.
grease for dinner.
Little chin music, and Squiggy will eat anything.
One of my favorite moments last year was watching Squiggy swim in.
Oh, I love it. And he would just play with his belly button. It was so weird. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And I've seen
Frank
some strange
Pacheco
things.
here. He's hungry for a flag. He's
Frank,
hungry right here.
The list, Pacheco. Ninth walker in the second round. Frank Pacheco. Oh,
Pacheco,
he
go
almost
walk,
regained
man.
it.
Go walk.
Peter Favazza. Peter Favazza.
Must be Tommy's cousin.
Peter Favazza up next. 10th walker, second round.
It's anyone's flag now. Anyone that gets out there.
Should be his last year. 30 years in the making.
Peter Favazza.
30 years, long time out there.
Just remember, Tom.
The conditions should be a lot different for you tomorrow, Derek. We're talking like mid-80s and humid and possible storms.
Yeah, it looks like the rain should hold off, but I don't think the sun's going to come out. But the conditions should be all right.
Peter
It's a
Favazza.
good walk out of Pete. It may be cloudy, but the temperature should still be up. And as long as there's no rain, then it's going to be a good day out there.
Bobby Montanaro.
Bobby Montanaro out there.
Bobby Montanaro.
We had Steve LeBlanc on yesterday telling
Bobby
us one of the times they won the pole.
Bobby Montanaro, 3/4 of the way.
Yeah, that the flag was a curtain rod with something stapled to it.
Well, a couple of years ago, it was so windy, the flag kept falling off during the event. The Coast Guard came out after the second time. They cut the flag right off, and instead of using nails, they used screws. Wow. So it was just a stick up there. There was no flag on it or nothing.
Dominic Novello, 12th walker, second round. Dominic Novello. Joining us, Derek Hopkins, 5-time champion. He's won it 3 Sundays in a row, going for 4 Sundays in a row. There's only been one other person to win 7 in a row, was Peter Black Frontiero, the all-time great, the GOAT of the greasy pole world, 9-time champion, all Sundays. 7 in a row, Peter Blackhead. Can he do it? He's got to get to 4 in a row. 6th overall, feat. Derek Hopkins. Can he do it?
It's a big feat.
If you mention Peter Black, you got to mention Salvi.
Almost impossible. I mean, they both. A
lot
of flags, a lot of wins. Impressive. You have to respect it. That's
Absolutely.
all you can do. You respect things like that.
There we go. Dominic Novello, about halfway.
He's also having grease for dinner.
Ryan Barrett.
Ryan Barrett.
Ryan Barrett.
The people like Peter Black and Salvi, those are the people that, you know, when you're a kid and you're growing up, you come down here to the beach, you watch the pole, and those are the names that you hear. Those are the names you look up to when you're growing up.
Ryan Barrett.
By the way, Brian's wife, Samantha, will be joining John and me tomorrow to do color commentary for the poll, too.
Who is this?
Brian's wife, Samantha.
Brian's wife, will be?
Does it every Sunday with us.
Mark Fernandez, 14th walker, second round. Mark Fernandez. There goes Mark Fernandez, and up next is John Linquada.
John Linquada.
John Linquada. Second round. Congratulations to the merger and ZFG for advancing to Sunday in the same boat semifinals. They're going to be taking on Chaos in the 2024 Same Boat Championships tomorrow. Here we go. John Linquada.
And you see a little less beach now as the high tide's creeping in. They're going to be around 6:15.
Oh, it's coming in.
It's going to be a long
all the way
swim.
Down to the fort.
How would you like that swim, Derek?
I would not like it, to put it simply. When it's low tide, you get a bigger drop, but you get a nice short swim in, and you can't beat it.
When you win it tomorrow, it's going to be like this.
I don't like hearing when.
Sorry. Well, okay. If you win it, I don't like the. I like the optimism.
I don't.
If you
like
win it,
optimism, but I don't like the cocky. You know, I just want to.
That,
anyone can win, so I don't want to.
I like that. If you win it tomorrow, if you win it tomorrow, the swimming is going to be for anybody's going to be tough.
Yeah, definitely. You take your time and you float in.
Tell people to stop drowning you.
If need be, for sure.
Whoever wins tomorrow. It's going to be a long
forever.
swim in. But I love that you're humble.
And regardless of who wins, we all got a long swim in. It doesn't matter.
Right. Next up is Jody Young. That's what makes Derek so great. He's humble. You can see he's very humble. He'd be the first one to carry someone else if they win it.
How many free rounds of Pratties tonight if Prendergast wins?
Oh, wow.
I would assume endless.
Next up, Tom Prendergast. 17th walker, second round. We're in the second round of the 2024 Saturday Greasy Pole competition. Whoever takes it down advances to Championship Sunday. Will be the first walker tomorrow. Tommy Prendergast. If he keeps waiting, we're going to be into next year. So, you got to go at some point, Tommy, baby. There goes Tommy. There he goes. Nice. Come out of the gate fast.
Some good
I like
speed
it.
coming out.
I like
of the
that,
gate
Tommy.
there. You got to be careful. I think there's, you can't go too fast. You can't go too slow.
Got to be medium. Yeah.
There's a median, right? If you go too fast, it's tough to correct your balance. And if you go too slow, it's tough to keep your feet moving. So you got to find that middle ground. and just take off from there.
Kenny Stubbiazaro, 18th Walker, second round. Kenny Stubbiazaro. Kenny.
These guys wipe their feet off or get a little bit of a head start. Some guys start at the very back and run.
Kenny Azaro. Kenny, oh, good walk,
good
Kenny,
walk
good
out
walk.
there.
Touch the green.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Horgan, another great athlete.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Horgan,
His speed on the softball field is unmatched.
a pickleball
He's
too.
a fast guy right here.
Tremendous athlete.
So probably going to wait for the pole to settle down a little bit.
Yeah, you give it a second here when it's shaking like that.
And folks, if you're just tuning in, you're watching the 2024 Greasy Pole Competition live from Pavilion Beach in Gloucester, Massachusetts. I'm Kory Curcuru alongside John Nicastro and 5-time and defending champ Derek Hopkins here. That was Mark Horgan. We are in the middle of round 2. There are 46 walkers today, but the next man to grab it wins and advances tomorrow.
Next up, we have Ian Kennedy, the 20th walker in the second round. Ian Kennedy. Ian Kennedy. It's a nice wind. Ian Kennedy.
He's
Who
taking
wants
his
the
time.
flag?
It's a little windy out there, so
Yeah.
Yes, picked up a little again.
didn't get picked up on him. He's probably giving it a second.
There goes Ian Kennedy. You can tell like some of the walkers are a little more inexperienced. They lean forward a little bit instead of keeping that weight back.
Yeah.
Tyler
Here we go,
Parisi.
Ty. It's a good pick right here. I like to see him win this one.
Tyler Parisi. Tyler Parisi, second round. We're just about in the,
Here we go,
the
Ty. What do
halfway
you
point.
say?
Tyler
What do you
Parisi,
say,
halfway.
Tyler
Tyler
Parisi?
Parisi.
Oh, man.
Just a little, almost 3/4 of the
You
way.
get out to that thick grease, and it slows him down.
Yep.
It happens.
Sean Doan, he had a good walk in the first
He was
round.
looking good right there.
Sean Doan had a really
Sean
good walk.
had the best walk up to this point in the first round.
Yeah, him
Sean
and Colby
Doan, yeah.
Mitchell. Sean Doan leaning forward. Sean Doan!
What a walk out of
Whoa!
Sean Doan.
Sean Doan again.
Wow, that was unbelievable.
Don't let it get back to him.
Wow.
Oh, man. He was leaning way
He was
forward,
leaning
too.
forward.
and
I thought he was
just
going to
kept
do
it
a cartwheel. That was unbelievable. I thought he was going to do a cut. That would have been amazing.
I'm honestly surprised he made it that far with how far forward he was leaning.
way.
That was insane. Mark Smith, this could be a big one right here. This
Mark
is a big one out of
Smith.
Smitty.
Another great athlete. Mark Smith.
What do we say, Smitty?
Wow.
Yeah, he might need to give this one a second after Sean Doan went down there.
Sean Doan just almost took it down. First round, Colby Mitchell walked all the way to the end and to put the brakes on, and he's coming up soon.
Here
There
we go,
goes
Mark.
Smitty. There goes Mark Smith.
Oh, good walk, Smitty. Good walk.
There comes Brandon Malloy. We're over the halfway point of the second round now. Who's going to take it down? Who wants the flag? Who wants to advance to Sunday, 2024 Championship Sunday? There he goes, Brandon Malloy. Oh,
It's a
3/4 of
good
the way.
walk
Good
on him.
walk.
That's a good walk there.
Mike Whitney up next in the second round, 25th walker, Mike Whitney.
Mike Whitney, 6 years out there.
Who's going to take down the flag? There goes Mike Whitney.
Good couple steps there.
There goes Mike Whitney. Marcus Catone. Marcus Catone.
Marcus Catone out there. This would be a good win right here for Marcus.
Marcus Catone. There goes Marcus. Marcus is at almost the halfway
Couple
point.
steps. Taken
Mike
down by the
Oliver.
grease. Mike Oliver. I said last time he's got a lot of heart, so.
He reminds me of a younger version of Ross Carlson.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
If he takes this one down, you know, it would mean a lot. He's got that heart in him.
Yep. Mike Oliver. Mike Oliver. Second round. 27th Walker. Mike Oliver standing up straight. Oh, just
Good walk
came
on
out good
Mike.
too. Jason Ladoff. Jason Ladoff.
What do we say, Jason?
It's only getting chillier, guys.
Yeah, couple
Wind's
raindrops,
picking up
it
again.
feels like.
After this is the junior boys races,
Semifinals.
the semifinals. There goes Jason Ladoff, about halfway.
Jason Ladoff, good little walk out of him there. Lauren Scola. Good
Larry
kid right
Scola.
here. Lives right up the street from me.
Here we go, Larry
This would be a good win
Scola.
right here.
Second round, 29th Walker. Larry Scola
Oh,
about
good walk,
halfway.
Lawrence. Good walk.
Peter Scola. Peter Scola.
His younger brother.
There goes Peter Scola.
Oh, a couple steps and down.
Doug Massey. Doug Massey.
I want to see when Colby comes up again.
Kobe's
Got a
coming.
couple more. That first walk was real good. Real good.
Doug Massey, 31st Walker, second round. Will it get back to the top? There goes Doug Massey. Doug Massey
he's
about
looking
halfway.
good.
Doug Massey.
Really good walk.
Next up's Nico Scali. He had a good
Nico
walk in the
Scali
first
had
round.
a good walk too.
Yeah.
That's right.
He had a
This
good
could
walk.
be it right here.
It was back to back. Scali had a good one. Ryan Manise had a good one. There was a handful of good walks right now.
Yeah,
the
we're
first
getting
round.
into a good couple here. This could be the end of it. The next couple walkers.
Here comes Nico Scali. Nico Scali.
Oh man.
Next up is Ryan Manise.
Ryan
He had
Muniz.
a
What
good
do we
walk.
say?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He had a good
Oh,
walk
yeah.
too. Right in a row, we have
Oh yeah.
three
He
in
can
a
use
row coming.
flag.
Ryan
He
Manise,
can
Anthony
use a flag.
Shimataro, and Colby Mitchell. But right now we have Ryan Manise. Ryan
on, Mons.
Manise.
Oh, couple
33rd
steps and down from
Walker.
Mons.
Next up, Anthony Shimataro, 34th Walker. 34th Walker in the second round.
Anthony Shimataro. He's a good kid.
On deck,
Good
Colby
kid. Is he a
Mitchell.
better walker though? We're gonna find out right here.
Anthony Shimataro.
Right about now, you're begging for someone to win this.
Anthony Shimataro, second round.
There's about 8 walkers in the water right now.
So we just overheard, yeah, there are eight walkers staying in the water right now because it's
Anthony
cold.
Shimataro.
They'd rather be in the ocean water than in the air.
Correction, we got Colby Mitchell up next.
Colby
Did
Mitchell,
Anthony
35th
Shimataro-
Walker,
did
second
Anthony
round.
Walker, did he forfeit his walk?
Oh, no.
Correction from the committee.
Oh, he's gonna hear that one if he did. All right, Colby. This
Colby
is just-
Mitchell,
okay.
first round, he walked to the end and he had to put
He
the
could-
brakes
he
on
could've
because he
taken
can't
it
take
down.
it.
He's walking for Uncle Mo here.
Uncle Mo. God bless, rest his
That
soul.
flag is all his right here.
Walking for his Uncle Mo, Colby Mitchell. Great guy to take it down. This was my pick, Derek. We talked about it during the week. There goes Colby Mitchell.
Come on,
He's
Colby.
out halfway. Colby Mitchell.
Colby.
Oh, he hit
Oh, God.
hit a speed bump.
If Gabriel Mitchell is on the beach, young boy, Gabriel Mitchell, please go find your father. He comes here to meet them.
Jared Martin.
Walking next.
Jared Martin.
goes
got a
Jared
few
Martin.
steps out there.
And here comes Josh Oliver.
Josh Oliver.
Josh Oliver. Is it going to get back to Max Allen? Yes, your Friday 2024 champion.
If it gets back to Max Allen, I gotta say, I think it's game over. I think it's game over if it comes
I
back.
thought so too, but his second walk was a little dicey. I don't know if he had too many apple juices.
He's doing the tightrope.
They may have fed him a few, but
I think you know how it is. You know how the veterans are.
I've been there.
I know.
They like to feed them to you.
Timmy White.
Timmy White, what do we say here?
Timmy
White.
White.
We got a big one. This is a big one.
I was like you. I walked it as a kid. We'd get the grease at tallies. We'd shimmy out and just.
Oh, yeah.
And then when I got up there for rail, way too many apple juices.
Oh,
There goes Timmy
Tim.
White.
Go walk.
Next up, Killian Morrissey. Killian Morrissey. Who's going to take down that flag? Saturday, 2024. They'll walk in front of our guest here, Derek Hopkins, on Sunday, Championship Sunday, 2024 Greasy Pole. Whoever takes it down, there goes Killian Morrissey.
Oh,
wow.
man, what a walk.
That was like Deion Sanders
He was flying out
marching
there.
down
I
the
thought he had
sidelines. Holy, prime time going right down. George
Black.
Black had a good walk in the first round.
Did.
George Black. Here we go,
They look
George
like they're
Black.
talking up there. I'm not sure what they're saying, but they look a little excited out there.
Yep, something's happening. George Black. There goes George Black. He came out stumbling out of the gate. Oh, nice
George
hit on his
Black.
bum. He came out. He came stumbling out.
Yeah, it happens.
Salvatore Lagrasso.
Little Salvi.
We're approaching the bottom.
Another good
Salvatore
kid. There's a lot of
Lagrasso.
good kids out there.
41st walker, Max Allen. Your Friday 2024 champ coming up for a third round maybe. Let's see what happens. Salvatore Lagrasso. About halfway, Salvatore Lagrasso.
About halfway there and a little
Carter
jump.
Randazza.
This one's the Pope.
The Pope. Maybe he'll say a prayer and he takes it down. Carter Randazza. Carter Randazza. Saturday, 2024 Greasy Pole. And there goes Carter Randazza. And there goes Carter
A few
Randazza.
steps for the Pope.
Brady Sala.
Brady Sally, he's a young athlete here.
43rd walker of the second round, and there's 46 total.
I think he came out firing
Brady
his first walk. I
Sala.
think he's got a good chance here.
Brady Sala come out like a rocket ship.
Like a bat out of hell, they would
Wow.
say. Well, that's a good walk.
Michael Muniz.
Michael Muniz, it's getting down there. Max is probably getting ready.
Getting down to the
It's
nitty
looking
gritty
like it
here.
might come back.
Jack Nicastro had a good walk to cap off the first round.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Muniz. And next up, Chase Sargent. And then the last walker of the second round will be Jack Nicastro.
Chase Sargent.
Chase Sargent up now.
Here.
2 walkers to go in the second round, and we get back to Max Allen, your 2024 Friday champion. Will he get another shot? Chase Sargent. Here we go. Chase Sargent. There goes Chase Sargent. Chase Sargent. Ooh.
Takes a digger on the pole. It's a good walk from the kid.
Last walker, second round. Jack
Last of the
Nicastro. Here we go. Jack Nicastro. 46th walker, last walker of the second round. Jack Nicastro. Will he be able to join Derek Hopkins on Sunday and walk before him tomorrow
Last
and all the
walker
rest
here.
of the champs
What
up
do we
there?
say?
Jack Nicastro. There goes Jack. Jack Nicastro. Jack Nicastro's halfway. Jack
getting out
Nicastro.
there.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
what a
something
walk.
right there.
There's
There's something
on
there.
something.
It's that same spot.
Right there, 3/4 out. They're all
There's something there.
Max Allen back up. I don't
Here
think
we
he's going
go.
to give it up this time.
Max Allen.
I don't think he is. I think this is it right here.
If he doesn't have a good walk, that means he had way too many apple juices. Max
Yeah.
Allen
And there's a lot that can go wrong up there, but
and the wind.
the wind, it in the cold, it all
Yeah.
takes a toll on you. But I think he's taking it right here.
Max Allen. Is the adrenaline going to kick in and just take some of that coldness off? There's no doubt they're shivering up there.
Oh yeah, they've got to be ice cold out there right
Oh.
now.
Third walk, first walker, third round, your 2024 Friday champ, Max Allen. Is he going to get the championship Sunday? Max
He's
Allen.
taking his time. He's making sure the stars align for him right here.
Max Allen, the 2024 Friday champ.
Max Allen. Max Allen, there goes Max Allen, halfway, Max Allen! Oh!
3/4.
That same spot.
They've got banana peels at the 3/4 line because
Wow,
there's something
Max
going on
Allen.
there. Oh my God, that walk looked super strong too.
This might end up being Applegate.
All right, D-Hop is stepping out for just a bit. So also close, and you can tell how upset Max was, punching the water there.
Max
after he hit his
Allen, a
service.
great walk. And next up is Colin Sweet. Your 2023 Friday champion is Colin Sweet. Good walker. His brother is a champ on Sunday.
This is the start of round 3, folks. Next man to grab the flag advances to tomorrow. He'll be the first walker on Championship Sunday.
Round 3. There goes Colin. His brother Randy won it 2017 Friday and Saturday. Leo Canavo up next.
I remember his win, his Friday win.
Leo Canavo. Leo Canavo. Third walker, third round. Friday champion, 2022, Leo Canavo. There goes Leo. Leo Canavo, Leo Canavo, Leo Canavo. He came out good, stumbled, rebalanced, and then went about halfway.
Good bid there from Leo.
Frank Taramina, fourth walker. Frank Taramina, Friday 2018. Frank Taramina.
Looking to get that fluid again. The County Town Beach Court. Stand on the altar on Sunday.
Frank Taramina, 2018 Friday champion. Can he get to Sunday? Championship Sunday. Be the first walker if he takes it down tomorrow. There goes Frank Taramina. Frank Taramina. Frank Taramina about halfway. That wind, I feel like the wind's probably a problem up there. You can see them.
It's picked
Wind's
up
an
again.
issue.
Big difference from yesterday. It's a little chillier. Very cool for, unseasonably cool for a late June.
Ross Carlson, your Friday 2011 champ. His dad won it in 1995. Chris Carlson won it on Sunday. His dad and his grandfather won it back in the day. Wish I had a date for you. Maybe we'll have it for you. But you have
We made it
Chris
back.
Carlson,
Ross
1995.
Carlson
His dad, Ross Carlson, up now. Your 2011 Friday champion. He was with us yesterday. Ross Carlson. Derek, I really think the wind's an issue.
The wind is tough. The wind is tough out there. It is very tough to compensate.
Ross
I'm liking
Carlson.
the looks of Ross right here. I can feel it.
You told us yesterday how much this would mean to him and his family.
Absolutely. Ross Carlson.
Especially after last year. He had a taste of it. He had 2 hands on it. And those nails didn't come out.
We'll see what happens if he gets to the end this year. Ross Carlson. Here we go. You'll see him bless himself, kiss his cross, and that's when he's going to take off. He says he walks in someone's honor. Ross Carlson taking his time. He's
These
not
guys
going to
are
get a
walking now,
fourth chance.
John, like they don't expect it to come back to them again.
Yeah, it's not going back.
Time. They're taking the time. Third round.
Everything out except for that flag right now.
Ross Carlson.
No pole, no grease,
Come on, Roscoe.
just flag.
Ross Carlson. Can he get to Sunday? If he gets to Sunday, I wouldn't be surprised if his dad goes back on the pole, makes a phone call. You know what it's like. Winning what? Like your dad won it years
What do we
ago.
got? The first walker swimming in, they said.
Ross Carlson. Taking his time. Absorbing
yeah.
the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Ross Carlson.
He wants it all to align right now.
Here goes Ross Carlson, Ross Carlson, Ross Carlson. Oh, same.
Little off balance, and that's all it takes to throw you off that pole. Just a little bit.
Ross Carlson.
Rocky next. With Friday 2010 champ, Joe Brancaleone.
Here we go, Joe Brancaleone. Sixth walker in the third round. Joe Brancaleone. Friday 2010 champ, Joe Brancaleone. Here we are. Greasy Pole 2024 Saturday. We're in the third round. Joe Brancaleone, the sixth walker. Joe Brancaleone.
Yeah.
Joe Brancaleone coming out fast. Joe Brancaleone! Joe Brancaleone!
Oh my
He got
God,
3/4 of the way. Did the bump slide.
Out there.
I thought he was going to slide right to the end and get the flag where it counts.
Man. They might have drizzled a little olive oil right in that 3/4 spot because they're all going down.
You got about 5-6 feet from it.
Friday
They
2006.
look like they're going to get it, and then that spot takes them down.
Danny Belbo. Danny Belbo, your Friday 2006 champ. Danny Belbo, there goes Danny Belbo, leaning just a little bit forward. There's not much grease on, not those big clumps, only at the end.
Yeah, you don't see the clumps, but as you can see, it's still slippery up there. Just because it's not stacked up high, it's rubbed in.
Scott Squiggy, whoa!
And guys, that was the 100th walk of the day right there. Didn't think we'd get this far.
100th walk of the day. Who had the over-under?
On Saturday, you never know. Sunday, definitely the under.
Hey, you also never know.
You do never know because it went 3 rounds last year.
Last year went 3 rounds, so.
Which is very rare. Oh, there goes. Let's see who's up now. We have Frank the List Pacheco. 9th walker, 3rd round. And up next is Peter Favazza.
I think Peter had a good walk last round. I think this could be it here.
Yeah.
And a nice shot of the Schooner Ardell cutting past the greasy pole there.
Oh, absolutely.
Peter Favazza. 10th walker, 1st round. Peter Favazza. Peter Favazza came out stumbling. Bobby Montanaro, 11th walker, 3rd round. Bobby Montanaro.
I mean, this is anyone's flag here. Every walker that gets called, it could be theirs. This is when it gets real exciting to watch.
His 14th year walking, guys.
Bobby Montanaro. 11th walker, 3rd round.
You gotta get that cup there.
Bobby Montanaro. Bobby Montanaro's about halfway. Bobby Montanaro.
There's something out there, man.
In that same spot.
Something out there that we can't see.
Dominic Novello. Dominic Novello, 12th walker, 3rd round. Dominic Novello. Who's going to take down the flag and advance to Sunday, Championship Sunday? Oh, they are freezing out there, no doubt about it.
Dominic
Novello.
So now we've heard a second pole walker is swimming in. What exactly is happening there?
This could be guys that are saying, hey, I don't think I'm not getting up again. I'm out of here.
I think it could be Squiggy.
On top of that, I think it's a little bit of hey, it's pretty cold out here. I'm not standing out here for another hour. I'm getting out of here.
I also think it's Squiggy. I think Squiggy does this every year. He swims in. He plays
it.
with his belly button and then swims back out again.
I mean, superstition
and I love it.
is superstition.
I have to say, I was definitely watching. It was very interesting.
can't say I do that every year, but
No.
hey, I'm not going to knock him for doing it.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
When Derek swims in, it's one time. It's usually with the flag. Just
We're
saying. That's
hoping,
my
John,
opinion.
we're
No, I'm
hoping.
just saying that's years past. That's it.
Years past,
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
years past. I'm not no jinxing.
No jinxing.
No,
Doors
no,
are
absolutely
always
not.
open.
Whoever wins tomorrow, it's going to be phenomenal. Dominic Novello. There goes Dominic Novello. Dominic Novello. Ooh,
Oh.
little chin music.
Another one. Looked like he had grease for dinner.
Brian Barrett, 13th Walker, third round. Brian Barrett. Who's going to take down that flag? Be a celebrity for the night, that's for sure. There goes Brian Barrett, and next up is Mark Fernandez. Mark Fernandez. Mark Fernandez, 14th Walker, third round. Congratulations to ZFG in merger. There goes Mark Fernandez. Mark Fernandez halfway. Mark Fernandez,
good
three
walk.
quarters. Mark Fernandez! Oh, Mark Fernandez.
right there.
All the way to the
Go
end.
forward.
It almost seemed like he was slowing down to grab it.
He was falling back a little bit, and then that was it. It looks like, I don't know, you see it, but the orange at the shoreline looks like the grease that was at that three-quarter.
yeah.
They had the orange grease. It looks like it's all coming into shore now.
Mark Fernandez.
Wow, that was
He's
something
going to
there.
be dreaming about that one. I think he needed to take one more step. John Linquata. John Linquata up next. Congratulations to ZFG in the merger, and there goes Mark Fernandez. ZFG in the merger for advancing in the semifinals today of Seine boats to go to Championship Sunday to take on Chaos, your 2023 champion in the Seine boat races, the Seine boat championships. With us is Derek Hopkins, 5-time champion, Greasy pole. He's looking to defend his title tomorrow against whoever wins today and the rest of the clan. And there goes Jody Young. Jody Young is about.
some good balance. Oh, man.
That one didn't tickle.
All it takes, one step is a little bit off, and you're going down. That's all it takes there.
Tom Prendergast actually had a good walk last time. He came out fast. Tom Prendergast.
23 is out there.
It is now peak high tide, gentlemen. There's less and less beach for the crowd to work with here.
This is peak high here. Look how spread out it gets here. When it's low tide, sometimes you don't even see people down that end of the beach because you can all pile in right in front.
Look at this. Oh,
But yeah, they go all the way
Looks
around
great.
there.
what a scene.
It
What a
looks good.
scene. The harbor packed with boats. People up all the way down Pavilion Beach going by the Beauport Hotel. Whoa.
We came out firing. I almost missed the whole walk.
Wow. Tommy, good walk.
Solo
Kenny
here.
Stubbiazaro, 18th walker, third round. But we got fans all the way down Pavilion Beach, down to the Fort Playground. We got a packed crowd. Kenny Stubbiazaro, he had a good walk last. He's had 2 good walks, but leaning forward, and I think he's hit his face twice. But you can't. I don't think you can physically hurt him. I think he actually likes hitting his head. I think that's part of it. When he falls, he just hits his head. He leans forward. Kenny Stubbiazaro. He comes out fast. Kenny Stubbiazaro.
Waiting for that wind here.
There it is. Kenny Stubbiazaro. He's halfway. Kenny Stubbiazaro hits his head every time. He loves hitting his head.
He came out firing.
He has that same fall. I feel like Kenny just wants to see how much he can get the pone bouncing. Mark Horgan. Mark Horgan. He would be a crowd favorite if he wins it, no doubt. You'll hear this place explode. Mark Horgan. Mark Horgan. 19th walk, third one. Mark Horgan, a good walk. Good walk,
Came
Marky.
out pretty fast there too, Mark Horgan.
Ian Kennedy.
Something's got to give, guys.
Ian Kennedy, 20th walker in the third round. We're approaching the halfway point of the third round. Ian Kennedy.
Ian Kennedy.
Yeah, they're all taking a little more time, making sure that they're all feeling good, because I don't know if 4 rounds is a stretch, I think. It hasn't gone 4 rounds in a long time.
Right. Ian Kennedy. Who's going to take it down? Ian Kennedy, about halfway.
Oh, there we go.
All right, Tyler Parisi.
Tyler
Next
Parisi
up,
had a
Tyler
good,
Parisi.
good walk last round. He had a good walk.
Tyler Parisi.
Tyler Parisi.
Hear your name over the loudspeakers, D-Hop.
I think what was he talking about when Nino and my dad came out, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Tyler Parisi. Tyler Parisi. Tyler Parisi halfway. Tyler Parisi. Tyler Parisi.
No!
That same spot again, 3/4 of the way. There's something. It just
He reached out for it.
Oh,
They
yeah, he was
can't-
right there.
I think he saw
He
the
was
wrong
right there.
flag. Tyler Parisi.
Want to watch it again?
Tyler
Here's a
Parisi.
replay.
Here it is for you. Tyler Parisi halfway, 3/4 of the way. Little
Oh.
stumble.
He hit that spot and his shoulder dropped, and that was it. He reached out but just couldn't make it.
Tyler Parisi.
Marky Smith
Mark
right here.
Smith.
Smitty is a hell of an athlete here.
Marky Smith.
This is Mark Smith here, yeah, I believe.
Marky Smith.
No Sean Doan. Did Sean Doan go fast? Did we miss him?
How do you announce Mark Smith here?
Is it Doan or Smith? They just said Mark Smith.
I think we have on our list Sean Doan, who's had 2 good walks. I doubt that he swam in.
It looks like Mark Smith to
It
me.
is Mark Smith.
A good walk out of Mark. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Sean. Was he supposed to go 4?
Brandon Malloy.
He must have tapped out and swam out to the boats.
He had great walks.
Yeah, Brandon Malloy's up. Brandon Malloy. 24th walker of the third round. Brandon Malloy. Good walk. Good walk, Brandon.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, that spot, there's something
25th.
going on out there.
Mike Whitney, 25th walker of the third round. We're over the halfway point of the third round, and we have Mike Whitney.
This might be the longest pole in quite a while. In a while. They're putting on a show out there.
Got a little bit of everything. Mike Whitney. Third round. Greasy pole Saturday,
Throwing hands up.
2024. Mike Whitney. Mike Whitney. Mike Whitney. There he goes. Marcus Catone.
Marcus Catone here.
Marcus Catone. There's a handful of good walkers coming up before we even think about going 4 rounds. We still got a ways to go in the third
We
round.
got a few here.
Marcus Catone up. The 26th walker of the third round. Marcus Catone!
Oh, Catone
What a
with good
walk by
there.
Marcus.
Wow. They're all getting
Nice
close.
walk, Marcus.
They're getting real close.
Over 3/4 of the way. He was
Mike
a couple
Oliver's
steps.
hungry for one here.
Well, he did the full breakdance backspin on that pole.
Mike Oliver. Mike Oliver. Who wants the flag? Championship Sunday, first walker tomorrow. Whoever takes it down. Walk with the champions and proteges. Proteges are people that walk for other champions of the past that either have passed or moved on from walking, retired, and walking in their honor. Get the Championship Sunday. Whoever takes it down today. Could it be Mike
Is this
Oliver?
the drone view you've got going here?
The 27th walker of the 3rd round, Mike Oliver.
Sick with the same boats. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't able to see it for the same boats, but I saw people looking.
Beautiful.
Mike Oliver.
Mike Oliver. Next up is Jason Ladoff. Jason Ladoff. Another good athlete. Does he have one in him? Does he have one in him to get to the end of that pole? 45-foot telephone pole covered with grease. Couple apples here and there, a banana peel. No one, it could be a donut. You just never know. Jason Ladoff. 3rd round. 28th walker, Jason Ladoff. Jason Ladoff halfway.
Good walk.
Jason Ladoff, a little
good
over
walk on
halfway. A
Jason
great
there.
walk. Larry Scola, 29th walker, 3rd round.
This could be a good one here.
Larry Scola.
Keeping that flag on Harrison Ave.
With us is our special guest, Derek Hopkins. Thank you for joining us. 2019 Friday, 2019 Saturday, 2019 Sunday. And there goes Larry Scola.
Oh, good walk, Lawrence.
Derek Hopkins,
Yep.
2022
Thank you guys again for having me out here.
Sunday, 2023 Sunday, 5-time champion, 3 Sundays in a row. Derek Hopkins, our guest. 2nd walker tomorrow. Whoever wins today will be walking in front of him.
Could it be
Championship
Peter Scola
Sunday.
here?
And there goes Peter
That's a
Scola.
good walk out of Pete.
Doug Massey.
I definitely have the under on 4 rounds, guys. I don't know about you.
Yep, I still have it.
I think it's going to go. We still
I
got
still have it.
We got
I
some
have-
good walkers coming up.
Good walk is coming up. No disrespect to any of them, but I still have my sleeper, Colby Mitchell, winning one for his Uncle Mo. He could have won it in the 1st round, but you're not allowed to take it down. He walked to the end, had to jump off. 2nd round, he hit a banana and an apple. In 3rd round, those bananas and apples are gone. He's taking it down if it gets to him. That's my pick. I'm sticking with it. Win one for his Uncle Mo. But right now, it's Doug Massey, and you could put a complete stop to that right now. Doug Massey.
Doug Massey.
Doug Massey.
Come on, a little slow. Good walk out of the man, though.
Nico Scally.
Nico Scally had a great, I think,
Yes,
courtesy
he
round
did.
walk.
Really good
Which
walk.
is one of the hardest walks when you got all the grease still on there.
Yeah, Nico Scally, 32nd of the
Scally's
3rd
looking
round.
good.
Nico Scally.
He's looking
Nico
good.
Scally.
Oh!
Nico Scally.
Oh!
Nico Scally. Wow.
What a walk out
Nico
of Nico. I
Scally
thought
was
he had
right
it there.
there. He reached for it.
Ryan Muniz up next.
Nico Scally just missed it. Next up is Ryan Muniz, and let's see Nico Scally and how close he came. Oh, look at this. Nico Scally.
Oh, man.
Nico.
One more
Oh,
step, and that was his.
grazed it.
Ryan Muniz, though.
Ryan Muniz.
Ryan Muniz,
Muniz.
though.
Ryan
Muniz, a
Muniz.
good walk
Oh.
there. Anthony Shimatara. We didn't see him
Anthony
walk last
Shimatara
round.
didn't walk
If
last
I
time, but
remember
maybe he's back
correctly.
up there again.
Might have had a water, and he's ready to go now.
He's ready to go. Maybe he just needed another apple juice. One of the boats might have threw him one.
Oh, the boats supply the pole with apple juice.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
Being heckled by Bobby Marshall over here on the other side of the fence. I'm wondering why he didn't give Derek a Marshall's hoodie today.
Well, we do have the Marshall's shirt on
Anthony.
today. That fresh, organic, local produce. I mean, it helps you walk in a straight line when you're out on that pole.
Anthony Shimataro, 3rd round, 34th walker. Anthony Shimataro. Anthony Shimataro.
Oh, down he
Next
goes.
up, here it is, Colby Mitchell.
Is this Colby here?
Colby
Colby
Mitchell,
walking for his Uncle Mo.
35th walker, 3rd
I mean,
round.
I got a good
Colby
feeling right here.
Mitchell.
I got a good feeling about this one.
Can he take one down for his Uncle Mo?
There's a buzz in the crowd.
Oh, yeah, you heard a little buzz there when his name got called.
Can Colby do it? Colby Mitchell, 2024 Saturday. Colby Mitchell, 35th walker, third round.
He's going to wait for his moment here.
Can he walk in front of his Goombadi? Derek Hopkins tomorrow in Championship Sunday. Colby Mitchell. You know we'd love to take it down for his Uncle Mo. And his grandmother too, right?
What was that?
Was his grandmother? Is it
Colby Mitchell.
Yeah.
Colby Mitchell leaning forward a little bit there on the walk.
I don't know if he'll get another chance, but
Jared Martin.
here we go. Jared Martin, 36th walker. Jared Martin. Next up, Josh Oliver. Are they going to give Max Allen a fourth chance?
He's swimming. I don't know who it is, but he's swimming back.
There it is. He's got a good
Wait
stroke.
a minute. I might get up again.
He has a good stroke.
Wait, is that Josh? That might be Josh. He didn't think he was getting up, and now he's up next.
There's no way he's going to get there in time. You can't wait for him. No, that can't be him.
Josh is up.
No, Josh is up right now. Josh
Although
Oliver.
I think someone's giving him a ride in.
Josh Oliver. Stumble.
Josh
Oliver.
What
Slow and steady.
Wins the race.
That was what slow and steady's all about. Slow and steady, Josh Oliver. Good walk. Tim White.
We got Tim White up next.
Timmy White.
His brother's walking with me tomorrow. If Jimmy could join us, it would be unbelievable. Let's go, Tim.
Walker number 130 for the day.
Is that Leo Canavo? Leo Canavo.
130. Can Tim White take it down?
Timmy White.
He's a good
38th walker.
He's a
I was with
sleeper.
his dad last night. His dad's a stud athlete as well. Timmy White coming out of the gate fast. Timmy White halfway. Timmy White. Nice walk. Fast walk. Good walk. Killian Morrissey. 39th walker, third round. Is it going to get back to Max Allen? Killian Morrissey. Come. Oh, there goes two ribs.
A little too fast, I think, on that one.
George Black. He's had a good walk.
George Black had a good second round, first or second round. He had a good walk there.
Yep, he's had a good walk. George Black, third round.
We're getting
40th
down there.
walker.
We're getting down there in the third round.
George Black.
Max Allen might get his shot again.
Wow. George Black. George Black. 40th walker of the third round.
George Black.
There goes George Black. Good start. George Black halfway's leaning forward. Salvatore Lagrasso.
Has there ever been a pole under the lights before? We might be getting there. I can actually see the police lights now.
Yeah. Gonna put the headlights on them. The spotlight.
Salvatore Lagrasso.
I know they've
up
moved
next.
it to a Monday before due to weather.
Yep.
There's been a Monday pole, but not sure how late. Back in the day, they used to go quite a few rounds.
Salvatore Lagrasso, slow and steady halfway. Salvatore Lagrasso.
Just gave the jump.
Yeah, we saw some 6 or 7 rounders when we were kids. Those were tough to swallow.
Carter Randazza, 42nd walker of the third round.
If you're tuning in, it's Kory Curcuru alongside John DeCastro and 5-time champ Derek Hopkins, bringing you the 2024 Greasy Bowl competition. We are nearing the end of round 3, incredibly, but the next man to grab the pole, or grab the flag, advances to Sunday's poll of champions. So we're just waiting with bated breath.
Carter Randazzo.
Carter Randazzo. Decent little walk out of the Pope there.
Brady Sala right
Sala,
here. He
he's
came
a
out like a
young
rocket
athlete
ship
here.
last time.
He likes to come out firing.
He goes quick, so get ready to watch him. If it goes, it's going to go fast because he's fast. Brady Sala, there he goes, leaning forward. Wow, that was a tremendous
He
flip.
was looking too fast for his feet on that
I think
one.
he did
Just
the
a
double
little-
ending.
Mike Muniz here.
Mike Muniz, Chase Sargent, and Jack Nicastro in that order, and they're going to go back to Max Allen maybe.
Back to Max Allen.
Michael Muniz. Mike Muniz, good walk,
Good
Mike
walk
Muniz.
out of Mike.
Last walk of the
Bottom
first,
of the order,
third round.
Jack
Jack Nicastro. Chase Sargent must have taken
He's
a
an
detour.
athletic kid too, so
Any relation, John?
Jack Nicastro, yep, we're all related Nicastros. He's in the Marines, tremendous guy. You got to give him the props for serving the country. My two brothers were Marines, and we have to really say thank you to everyone that serves the country during these trying times. There goes Jack Nicastro. Jack Nicastro halfway. Oh, he bit it. Oh, yes.
he's on
Come
it.
on, Jack. Oh, it's slippery. Here we go,
All right.
Max.
I don't think
Allen,
Max is giving up
round
this time. 4 rounds. He's got his third shot at it. I don't think he's going to let this one up. I know I wouldn't if I was him.
Folks, it's the start of round 4. Yesterday's champ Max Allen is up to bat.
Max Allen, first walker, 4th round, your 2024 Friday champion. Max Allen, and there he goes. Max Allen, halfway. Max Allen.
Max
He hit
Allen, come
again.
on, man. Oh.
Wind.
In the striking green tutu.
He's looking. I know. I think he put that on in between rounds. He threw on someone's tutu. In fact, I think that was yesterday's walker.
So that's why that wasn't Max Allen?
was that not Max Allen?
No, that wasn't his tutu.
This is Max.
This
is Max. I feel like they went out of
We got screwed up on
Max
somewhere.
Allen, 2024. I thought he stole a tutu.
Is he in a hoodie now?
That's it. Max Allen is now up.
No, I see him. That's Max.
Yeah, this is looking. That looks like him now.
And he takes a lot longer to walk.
He likes. Yeah, he wants. He's not giving this one up. He's not giving this one up.
Max Allen! Oh!
Max Allen!
Again!
Oh my goodness! I mean, what an unbelievable pull to tune into.
Max
4
Allen.
rounds.
Next up, Colin Sweet.
Oh man.
Colin Sweet. The 2023 Friday champion is Colin Sweet. Will he join his brother Randy Sweet, who won it 2017 Friday and Saturday? And there goes Colin Sweet.
Colin Sweet.
Colin Sweet halfway.
Colin
Colin
Sweet.
Sweet. Oh no. There he is, Leo Canavo. He swam in
This is the one that swam
in the
in?
3rd round. Didn't think he was going to get another chance, and he just swam back on. There goes Leo Canavo.
Yes, Leo
Leo
Canavo.
Canavo. Leo Canavo.
Oh,
Now he has to swim back.
oh God. This is getting insane.
Wow. Leo Canavo.
Taramina.
Frank
I think we're getting
Taramina.
down. I think we're getting down to it. I mean, any of these next couple could be it.
Friday 2018 champ, Frank Taramina.
The wind is picking up. It's starting to rain a little bit. It's getting
wind,
darker.
The rain. I mean,
Frank Taramina, there he goes. Frank Taramina.
Frank
Frank
Taramina.
Taramina. Oh my God. He missed it. He went by it.
and he just
Frank
missed it with the
Taramina
dive.
jumped by the flag. Oh my, Ross Carlson is up.
Ross Carlson up next.
Frank Taramina. We'll show you
I know
a
I've called
replay.
it quite a few times, but I think I'm going to call it one more time right here.
Ross Carlson's up, Friday 2011 champ. Wow. Frank Taramina's going to be dreaming about that one, of what I say, maybe nightmares. Ross Carlson, you can see him right there looking at his feet. There's a little towel there that they can wipe their feet off, Derek, right?
A little towel, yeah.
Yep.
By
Ross
this
Carlson.
point, it's wet. You got 100 and what by now? Walkers
Now you-
have wiped their feet on it.
The wind is picked up now. The rain is
rain's
coming
coming in.
sideways. Ross Carlson. Come on, Roscoe. Let's go,
They're
bro.
getting the crowd going now.
Let's go, Ross.
Let's go, Ross. What do you say?
2011
Cut it
Friday
off.
champ, Ross Carlson. They want him to take it down. Ross
This looks like
Carlson.
a poll favorite. A poll favorite. When they get it going like that,
4th round. Ross Carlson. 5th walker. Ross Carlson. Your Friday 2011. Does he have what it takes to take it down? Roscoe Carlson. Here he goes.
ooh, it is getting nippy out here. I can't imagine what those boys are feeling right now.
Ross Carlson. He's a gamer. He's a gamer in every sport he plays. Ross Carlson. Oh, he came out.
Ross Carlson.
Came out.
Tough drop on his side.
Oh, yeah. Just yesterday, I think it was Dylan Orlando cracked his ribs up on the side of the pole. It can happen.
Joe Branglione. He's going to come out like a rocket ship, so get ready.
Here comes the rain, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Branglione,
Joe Branglione was.
2010 Friday champion.
I saw some Facebook predictions with Joe Branglione's name on it.
Joe Branglione. Joe Branglione, here we go. The crowd's ready to take one down. Is Joe Branglione ready to take it down and get to Championship Sunday? Who's going to be the first walker tomorrow? In front of the defending champion, our guest, Derek Hopkins, 5-time champ. He's here with us now, and there goes Joe Branglione. Joe Branglione!
Just can't get to it, though.
Danny Belbo. Danny Belbo. The 2006 Friday champ is Danny Belbo.
Oh, man.
Danny Belbo.
Down to 68 degrees out right now.
Danny Belbo. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Chest full of grease for him.
Danny Belbo. Scott Squiggy Lane. Whoa. Whoa, that was a good splash.
This is around that time people start saying, can you just take this one down? I'm getting cold. I want to go home and shower.
Frank Pacheco, you could see it come down right here.
Frank Pacheco, he's itching for one. He's hungry.
Frank Pacheco, will he join his brother, Joey D?
Whoever gets this is going to be a hero today, I think. This might be the people's champ.
Here he goes, Frank
Frank
Pacheco.
Pacheco.
Frank Pacheco.
He's got a good pace coming out there.
Peter Favaz is on the beach. He's swimming. Bobby Montanaro.
You know it's cold when they're skipping people like that.
Bobby Montanaro. We're in the 4th round. Whoa, no Peter Favazza, no Bobby
They're dropping like
Montanaro.
flies out there. Who do we got here? I think they're waving him off. Or is he up there?
I don't think. A couple guys swam in, so I don't know if it's a Dominic Novello or it doesn't. It might be Brian Barrett. I don't know.
A little confusion.
A
on
couple
the
of people
shoreline.
have swam in. Just throwing our list off. Okay, Dominic Novello. Yep, Dominic Novello. Dominic Novello halfway. Brian Barrett, 13th walker, 4th round. You usually don't hear that. Now it's Dominic Novello?
Okay.
All right.
Now
That's
we
what
got-
happens. We got some guys swimming in, so now we have Dominic Novello. Dominic Novello. We have some walkers swimming in, so sorry for the name confusion, but some of the walkers swam in. So now we have Dominic Novello, 12th walker, 4th round. Usually don't hear that, 4th round.
4th round. It's been a while since 4th round. And you know, I heard from some people yesterday, they were saying that was real slippery out there, you know?
Yeah.
And it's proven right now.
Yeah. And with some rain on there, like mixed in with the grease.
Oh, yeah.
Our 150th walk of the day.
150th walk. I don't know how long it's been since. But I'll tell you, it's been a while.
Dominic Novello, 12th walk of 4th round.
Hands up, he's ready to go.
Dominic Novello.
The 12th walk in the 4th round. Minus a couple guys.
Here he goes.
Dominic Novello.
It doesn't look like it's still slippery up there,
Next
but it
up,
is.
Brian Barrett.
It's rubbed in out there, and it's still under your feet.
Brian Barrett. 13th walk of 4th round. Brian Barrett.
Oh, we got hands up.
Brian Barrett. Next up, Mark Fernandez. 4th round.
Great walk last round. Double first and the best. Mark Fernandez.
Mark Fernandez.
That's all we want. The team walks.
Come on, boys. Who's going to come in? Who wants to go to Championship Sunday? First walker tomorrow. And here goes Mark Fernandez.
A little off balance, and it just couldn't recover it.
John Linkwater. Like D-Hop was saying earlier, it's tough being up there now.
Oh, man.
It's tough being here right now.
I can't, right?
This is a fight to the finish today.
Right? They're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, it's a rock fight. I never thought a greasy pole would be a rock fight, but that's where we're at.
Right.
I think the water is just about the same temperature as the air, so
Yeah, it is.
you add that wind chill in.
There's a
and
gust of wind.
It's warmer down
Yeah.
below. This is a tough day to walk in. That's for sure.
John Linkwater, 15th walk of 4th round. We're in the 4th round of Greasy Pole Saturday, and there goes John Linkwater halfway. Not bad, John. Next up, Jody Young, one of my good buddies, Jody Young.
I think if we make it a few more, Tyler Parisi, that last walk,
Jody Young.
if we make it a few more, if they give it to him,
Jody Young actually got about halfway last time.
but
Can
he's
he
got
add
a,
another
he's got
half
a good
to
shot
it?
here.
Some of these guys know that it usually doesn't go for, and there's usually not this much grease off it, so everyone has a shot.
I think even third round, you could see people were, whether it was the wind or not, they were taking their time. I think it's because they thought they might not get up again, but here we are.
Jody Young. Jody Young halfway. Jody Young. Nice, Jody. Good walk.
You think of all the great attributes that makes up a cool greasy pole walk, and you don't ever think that stamina is going to be one of them.
Right.
But
Tom Prendergast.
it might be last man standing today.
Tom Prendergast, there he
The
goes.
first
He's
Triple
racing
Crown
no
was
time.
Jake Wood in 99.
Yeah.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Friday pole, it was the first ever Friday pole they ever did.
Kenny
He
Stubby
won it in
Azzaro.
like 7 rounds or something crazy. And then he went on to win Saturday and Sunday.
We were here for that.
Kenny Stubby Azzaro. Kenny's had a couple of good walks. He's hit his head on all 3. Kenny Stubby Azzaro. He's gotten about 3/4 of the way every walk. Can he add just a little bit more?
A few more steps.
Kenny Stubby Azzaro right about here. Kenny Stubby Azzaro. Can he get the same spot? He loves to hit his head. He loves to hit his chest.
Right in that same spot.
That same
They're
spot.
all dropping down.
I think he has like
Mark
this.
Horgan.
Mark Horgan's up. Kenny just hits the pole hard every
He's a
time.
fast guy.
That time he just.
Oh, yeah.
It's his only time that he can bond with the pole.
He just fires, though.
loves the pole.
Out of the gate, bam. If he can stay above his feet, it's game over.
Mark Horgan had a good walk last time, about halfway. Can they add halfway's? Halfway's about 22.5 feet. Can he add another 22.5 feet?
It's a tall order. It's a
A
tall
lot.
order.
When we say halfway, it sounds easy. No, halfway's 20-something feet, and you have another 20-something. There goes Mark Horgan.
Horgan's got some speed,
That was a
but he can't
tremendous
do it.
wipeout. Hit his chest. He did the spin on the pole. Wow, that was a tremendous walk. Great
What do
wipeout.
we got Tyler Parisi up.
Ian Kennedy's
Ian,
up.
Tyler.
4th round, Ian Kennedy.
I mean, I think we're
Rob?
near. We've got to be nearing the end by now. 4th round's insane.
And we still have the junior boat races coming up. D-Hop, you want to stay around for that?
I might have to go find a sweatshirt, to be honest with you.
We need you,
Cape Ann's
we need
marathon
you to
coverage
go rest up.
continues, yeah.
Rest up for tomorrow.
We need you to rest up. Any good plans tonight?
I'm going to see what the boys are doing when they swim in. See how they're feeling, what they're up to.
One of your good buddies could win it?
I'm hoping. I got quite a few buddies up there that I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Such as, up next, Tyler Parisi.
Parisi.
I think he's due right here. He's due for one. I'd love to have him on Sunday.
Tyler Parisi, 21st walker of the 4th round.
I think 2nd and 3rd round we're both really good walks. So this could be something here.
Some people have missing dinner reservations.
I think I did myself. Here we
Tyler
go,
Parisi.
Ty.
Tyler
Here we go,
Parisi
Ty.
halfway. Tyler Parisi,
Here we
3
go,
quarters.
Tyler Parisi.
Tyler Parisi.
Yeah!
Tyler Parisi. Your 2024 Saturday champ. He'll be walking in front of his good buddy, Derek Hopkins.
That is unbelievable.
Tyler
I can't believe
Parisi.
that.
There goes my hero.
Tyler
There
Parisi.
goes my hero. Watch him as he walks.
Tyler
Tyler
Parisi.
Parisi, man. That's a deserved flag right there.
Tyler Parisi, a
Absolutely
2024 champion. Tyler
Oh, my
Parisi.
God.
He'll be
Walk
walking
2
first
and 3.
tomorrow.
I mean, he was right out there, 2 and 3.
Yep. He had a couple good walks.
Absolutely.
And then his third one was then that one was
Absolutely.
tremendous. So they'll be seeing the replay of that one. Tyler Parisi. Let's see him come out of the gate, nice and
Tyler
smooth.
Parisi. He's got that slow and steady walk.
Look at that.
He's not in a race. He's going to get there when he gets there.
Wow.
And he does get there.
What a walk.
What a walk.
What a great walk. He had a
Tyler
couple little
Parisi
hiccups
here.
and regained his balance.
That's it.
Well, you usually don't see like the slow, deliberate walker get there.
Yeah.
As long as you keep the feet moving, that's it. But if you slow down too much and your feet get stuck, then it's over. But he's got a way of keeping it moving.
Awesome stuff. Here's Tyler with the other walkers. Now they're going to end up hoisting him after this 120-yard swim back to the shore.
Oh, it's a good swim in. It gets tiring there.
Back with you here, Kory Curcuru alongside John Castro and 5-time champ Derek Hopkins. Derek, you got Tyler Parisi now going right in front of you tomorrow.
On first. I mean, he's coming fresh off of a win, so you got that adrenaline going, pumping through your veins. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, he could come out first and grab it tomorrow.
Yeah, awesome stuff.
So, Derek, thank you so much for being here. Let's ask you a couple quick questions. First of all, good luck tomorrow. 2019, you won it Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You got the trifecta.
Yeah.
We had a couple pandemic years. Then you won it in 2022 Sunday, 2023 Sunday. What's the game plan for tomorrow?
Game time, or the game plan tomorrow is just the same as always. You know, I don't want to overthink. Just gonna get out there and do what I've done before, you know.
Good. And that, Derek Hopkins, we haven't seen him have a bad walk yet. When I say bad walk, he pretty much, look at this walk. Let's look at this walk. Wow.
Tyler Parisi.
Tyler
That was
Parisi.
unbelievable.
What a great walk. Nice and smooth, like you say,
Oh,
composure
yeah.
to the end
Oh,
of
yeah.
the flag. Nice, smooth walk. So, one of your good buddies, he'll be walking in front of you tomorrow. He'll be first. Tyler Parisi will be first. D-Hop, you'll be second.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh, I can't wait. He was one of my buddies. We used to go out there in the summer when we were kids. He was part of the crew, you know.
look
So,
at that.
Derek, you've gone through this scene a few times before, the guy with the flag in the water. What's this feeling like?
It's unbelievable. I mean, you grow up here as a kid, and you watch year after year, the guy comes up, and that's what you want to do, you know, year after year. And then you finally have that walk of your life, and you grab the flag. And then that's it. You know, you're in that spot. It's almost tough to put into words when you grow up seeing it, and then you finally get into that spot. I mean, I suppose almost like relieving in a way when you finally get there, and just, you know, you're absolutely ecstatic. You don't even know what to think when you get to that spot.
Well, you know exactly what it feels like to get carried up beach court by your buddies and everyone.
Yeah, Tyler Priest is about to find out.
So we have a long swim in as it's a dead high tide. They have to swim in for over 100 yards. They're swimming in right now.
The swim in, it doesn't look like a lot when you look at it, but when you're in the middle of doing it, it certainly is a long swim.
Okay, we'll make sure no one takes it. We're going to watch it. Here we go. Tyler Parisi. Here he comes, D-Hop. Tyler Parisi.
My girlfriend down below. Shout out to Sydney McKay.
Sydney, one of the great pitchers in Gloucester history, the all-time win record.
Hey, Derek, I want to ask you, too. We have a female competitor tomorrow as well.
That's right.
Cool
I've heard
stuff.
about it. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. They're always allowed to walk, but not many females have done it. So it's going to be exciting to have one out there with us.
Awesome. Tyler Parisi, D-Hop, that's your Gubati.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler Parisi walking in front of D-Hop tomorrow. He'll be the first walker. Going to be carried up beach court. He just got dropped. He just got dropped, and he got dropped again.
Hey, they're tired after 4 rounds.
That's going to be a long walk up beach court, boys.
I'll tell you, it'll be a long night after Tyler Parisi win.
Tyler Parisi. He was on Channel 5. He was on one of the...
Yeah!
There he is, Tyler Parisi. Tyler Parisi.
Man.
There he goes, up beach court.
There you go. They're going to make the walk back to, well, they're going to walk all over now. The shrine, the altar, you name it, right on through the night.
All the festivities. Head home for a shower, and then the drinks will be free for him tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah. Beautiful stuff. So there you have folks. Tyler Parisi is your Saturday 2024 Greasy Pole champion. He'll be the first to walk tomorrow. We're going to follow up shortly after this break with the men's junior sailboat semifinals, where the top 2 advance to take on the Salty Seamen for the championship. There you have. Their parents must be proud of them, but there you have it. Hey, Derek, good luck tomorrow, bud. Thanks so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me out here.
You got it, man.
Great.
D-Hop, good luck tomorrow, big guy.
Thank you, guys.
All right. That's Derek Hopkins. We'll be back right after this with more from St. Peter's Fiesta in Gloucester, Mass.
I'm Kory Curcuru for 1623 Studios, and this is the story behind St. Peter's Fiesta. A Sicilian tradition was adopted in Gloucester in 1927 so the fishing community could pray for fair seas and huge catches before a statue to honor the patron saint of fishermen. It became a yearly procession which fishermen's wives organized into a multi-day celebration and feast. Religious events include a 9-day novena and a Catholic blessing of the fleet, followed by a parade where volunteers dressed in all white carry St. Peter through the streets. Fiesta concludes when the statue is returned to its home at the St. Peter's Club to a hail of confetti and song. Today, thousands enjoy the June festival with its carnival, music and mass at the ornate altar, hardcore sailboat races, and Fiesta's most popular event, the Greasy Pole, where costume contestants chase a flag pinned to the end of a greased pole high above Gloucester Harbor. The winner is carried from Pavilion Beach to the altar amidst chants of "Chissà mutute mute." What are you, mute? Why aren't you screaming "Viva San Pedro"? Until next time, see you in the neighborhood. I'm Kory Curcuru for 1623 Studios, and this is the story behind St. Peter's Fiesta. A Sicilian tradition was adopted in Gloucester in 1927 so the fishing community could pray for fair seas and huge catches before a statue to honor the patron saint of fishermen. It became a yearly procession which fishermen's wives organized into a multi-day celebration and feast. Religious events include a 9-day novena and a Catholic blessing of the fleet, followed by a parade where volunteers dressed in all white carry St. Peter through the streets. Fiesta concludes when the statue is returned to its home at the St. Peter's Club to a hail of confetti and song. Today, thousands enjoy the June festival with its carnival, music and mass at the ornate altar, hardcore sailboat races, and Fiesta's most popular event, the Greasy Pole, where costume contestants chase a flag pinned to the end of a greased pole high above Gloucester Harbor. The winner is carried from Pavilion Beach to the altar amidst chants of "Chissà mutute mute." What are you, mute? Why aren't you screaming "Viva San Pedro"? Until next time.
See you in the neighborhood. All right, back once again here at the Greasy Pole. Phil Francis is with us as we're getting ready for the men's junior same boat semifinals now. Like we said, the top two competitors advance tomorrow to take on the Salty Seamen. We have Tono versus the Apostles versus the Warriors. How you doing, Phil? Welcome back.
Okay, this weather is miserable. I'm going to say it right now. You people better thank us for staying in this. Because CBS, ABC, NBC, they don't do this stuff.
But we do want to thank our friends from LiveNOW from Fox sharing us nationwide today. Yeah, it is cold, it is windy, it is rainy. We just finished up the Greasy Pole. Tyler Parisi is your Saturday champ. Earlier today, Zany Fun Guys in the merger advance to take on Chaos tomorrow. So be sure to come back with us 4 p.m. Eastern Time when our coverage begins for that. But in the meantime, as we see behind us now, the junior rowers are getting ready and locked in. Gentlemen, John, Phil, what do we know about these crews, if anything?
I really don't know much about any. I know the champs, who the champs were. Who's the champs?
The champs are tomorrow,
The champs are tomorrow.
The Salty
yeah,
Seamen.
Okay. I know that there's one crew out there, the Apostles. Are they the Timmy Oaks?
I know we're going to have Tono to the left, in the left lane, a red flag.
So yeah, you have in the Nina, you have going for the red flag to the left. The Pinta will be in the middle lane going for the white flag, and the blue flag will be to the right Santa Maria. So in order, you have in the Nina, you have Tono. In the middle, you have the Warriors going for the white flag in the Pinta, and to the right, going for the blue flag of the Apostles in the Santa Maria.
From what I have seen, though, the crew on the right, the Apostles.
So you have to the right.
They
you
have a lot of power. They have two kids that were state champions in wrestling, the Toppin boys.
Yeah.
They have a lot of power in that boat right there.
They won by like a bench the other day on the eliminations on
Yeah.
Thursday. They won by like literally a bench.
I think you're going to see a great race because you get very little experience with these kids, and it's going to be another steerers race. One thing, Timmy Oaks on the right, Apostles, is trying to make this 3 for 3 so far after winning the junior girls and winning the senior women last night. So it would make it a nice weekend for him if he can go 4 for 4.
Yeah. So to the right, and you have Tono in the Nina. You have Coach Jolie Aquino, Scuttler Jared Morris, and rowers Odin Garin, Caden Lewis, Cam Francis, Jared Johnson, Kennery Moniz, Jack Fernandez, Jojo Liacono, Peter Gillarain, Luke Sala, Connor Mahoney. In the middle, in the Pinta, the Warriors. Coach Sammy Scola, Scuttler Joe Balbo. Rowers, Tanner Smith, Sam Young, Cole Mosley Wynn, Jackson Cody, Max Thomas, Jaden Chadwick, Connor Oliveria, Chase Ramos, Ben Scola, Anthony Morawski. And then to the right, in the Santa Maria, going for the blue flag, you have the Apostles, Coach Alexis Novello, Scuttler Timmy Oaks, Cam Whitfeld, Ethan Hollywood Mahoney, Riley DeHaan, Anthony Russo, Jaden Toppin, Michael Toppin, Caden Souza, John Gucciardi, Jackson Hakes, Isaac, Bucket Francis. So, here we go. Junior semifinals. 2 boats will advance to Sunday championships against the Salty Seamen, your 2023 champs.
So, Phil, since you've been with us last, the tides come in a little more, right? We've just passed peak high tide, I think. That make any difference on the course here?
If it's a close race, it's going to make a difference. I think the thing that's going to make the difference right now is it's blowing a gale. Right here it's blowing hard, so that's telling you out there it's going to be nasty. It's going to take a while for these guys to get out there.
So you think we could be looking like upwards of a 15-minute race here?
I think we got a good chance. I think it's going to take them at least 7 minutes, at least 7, 8 minutes to get out there, because it's a wind that's blowing right in at them. And then these crews are not heavy like you have with senior crews. Yeah, this is absolutely miserable conditions to be rowing in.
So to the right, once again, you have Alexis Novello and Timmy Oaks, 2 veterans. In the middle, you have, to the right, you have Alexis Novello and Timmy Oaks. To the right, going for the blue pin. In the middle, you have Coach Sammy Scola and Scuttler Joe Balbo. And to the left, you have Joe Liacono, the coach, Scuttler Jared Morris. This is when you can make your debut and see what type of starer you are.
Well, I can tell you right now, Jared's on the wrong side of the oar if he wants to be a starer.
Now, Phil, we're going to have to count on your eagle eye for this one. The weather's too iffy for our drone, so.
All right. I can understand that. You got it?
There we go. They're lining up. Your 2024 Junior Boys Semifinals. Two boats will advance to Sunday to take on the Salty Seamen, your 2023 champs.
I don't think you're going to see like we saw in the men's race where we had to line up 9 times. I think these guys just want to get it going.
Well, they've been idling out there for a long time.
Oh, yeah. They're probably a little bit cold right now. They didn't get really a chance to warm up, heat up, and get a good sweat going.
Just moments away from getting this started.
I got to give it up for the brave souls sticking out on the beach today.
Oh, yeah, I know. I can't believe these people are staying here, because if I wasn't doing this job, I'd probably be up in the club right now.
Here we go. The junior sailboats, they put it, the junior boys, Phil, you know they put in just as much hard work as anyone else.
The junior boys, they put in as much hard work as the men do, the men and the women do, so.
We're lining up. 2000.
And it's great that we have the numbers that we have, dude, because it was getting scarce a few years ago.
Absolutely. A lot of people do a lot of great things. The St. Peter's Fiesta Committee does a great job with this whole entire event. We have to thank them for everything that they do. They do a lot. They literally, when this is over Sunday night, they pretty much start right up on Monday again, getting things ready.
You got a lot of people that put a hard work into keeping these juniors together and recruiting kids to row.
Right.
Alexis Novello, Jerry Shimataro, Mike Harmon. Just like last year, the same people, they work hard. They get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get in these boats with these kids. And a lot of people, I know I don't like getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning getting a boat.
Hey, now, Phil, let me ask you. You see how the boats are getting positioned here. At one point, they were coming way to the right down towards the boulevard. Now they're making their way back. What exactly is going on?
The further left they get up, further left they line up, it's going to be easy for them to line up on their course because they're going to get blown over. They can't line up to the right because they're going to be blown out of the course. The best thing to do right now, especially, okay, say you have the red flag, line up on the greasy pole, then the wind's going to push you over. You're really lining up right now in the other crew's course so you can get to your course.
And once again, just to reiterate the rules, we have 3 Seine boats here, 12 on each boat. They're going to leave from the beach, make their way out a half mile. We've got a red, white, and blue flag out there. Each is assigned a lane. And they make the turn around the flag, and the first two to reach the beach will advance tomorrow for the finals.
Santa Maria, once they straighten out, I think they're going to go.
Okay, here we go. Getting lined up for the 2024 Saturday semifinals, junior boys races. 2 of these boats will advance to Sunday.
There we go.
They're lined up. Ready to go.
Got to get a couple boats out.
To the left, you have Tono. In the middle, you have Warriors. And to the right, you have Apostles. They're lined up and ready. The coaches, the bowmen are starting to feather. There goes Joe Liacono to the left. The hands are up for Tono.
The ball on the left's ready.
Tono's hands are up. Tono's hands are up.
Oh, we got Sammy Scola in the middle.
Sammy Scola.
We might have issues here.
Yeah, bouncing around.
Sammy Scola in the middle, they're waiting on.
Go.
Joe Liacono's hands are up. The bowmen are feathering.
Come on, let's go. Let's go, Sammy. They're going to get blown over. If I was a steerer right now, I'd say, let's go.
Joe Liacono hands up with Tono. They're waiting on the middle boat. Sammy Scola, the bowmen are feathering. Here we go, Tono to the left.
Here we go.
Sammy Scola doesn't like it in the middle.
Here we go.
They're ready to the right. Hands are up with Alexis Novello.
No, they're spinning.
We're going to line it back up.
I've gone against him. Somebody needs to tell them it's juniors. It's not the world championship. Get them in the boat and get them going.
There we go. They're lining up for a second time.
I could have won on this one too in Vegas.
Junior boys, here we go. 2024 semifinal Saturday. Two of these boats will advance to Sunday against the Salty Seamen, your 2023 Junior Boy champions. They're lining up for a second time.
I think I got his phone number. I'm going to give him a call and say, let's go.
Warriors had a great race at eliminations, came from behind. Sammy School pulled on ahead for a victory.
There they go. They're lining up again.
Now we know there's gamesmanship and posturing and all that, but also the conditions. I mean, they're bouncing all over the place today.
Right. And this is no time for gamesmanship right now.
Here we go.
This is the time to get them lined up, get them even, and go.
They're lining up again. To the right, you have Tono in the Nina. In the middle, you have the Warriors in the Pinta. And to the right, you have Apostles in the Santa Maria. They're lined up, ready to go.
All right, here we go. We might have a possibility here.
Half a mile out. Turn the flag and a half a mile back. They're lined up. Boats are ready. Bowman a feathering. Getting some momentum going. Here they go. And Timmy Oaks, definitely doesn't like where he is right now.
Timmy Oaks going to turn this boat. Get it back lined up here.
I could go down and get a burger right now. Come back, they'll still be lining up.
I'm in the mood for a zazita with peppers and onions. I might even have two.
It's like,
my hand is just stuck to the microphone. I can't move it anyway.
The legend of Howard Blackburn here.
That's it. I'm going to be like this all night. You're not going to get it out of my hand.
you will only see people like us out here on Fox Live.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, so now it should be a good time to shout out to everyone who's helped made this possible for us today.
The seagulls are circling for some droplings.
Timmy's headed for the fisherman statue.
The seagulls are going to start having fun with the crowd.
Oh, the seagulls took a friggin'
They're going to drop some
over
missiles.
There. Somebody, Gilbert Brown, a seagull nailed him. Gilbert Brown got nailed by a seagull. I told him to go play the lottery.
This is not good news, folks. We're getting surrounded. The vultures are out.
Oh, there they go. Someone dropped French
Yeah,
fries.
drop
Don't
food.
you know in Gloucester you can't leave French fries out?
Look at this.
That's a learning experience
That's a
learning experience for a tourist.
That's a tourist. That's a tourist.
Are you serious?
With the wind pushing these boats towards the boulevard, they're going to have to move over to the left here near the Greasy Ball.
This is the way we release the doves in Gloucester. It's like it's our Olympics.
Now we have to have people. Tourists have to see something, so you can't leave food on the beach.
They're rats with wings.
All right, let me pay some bills here for a second, guys. We want to thank everyone who helped make this broadcast possible. Bridge Cape Ann, that's me, by the way. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can just hit the subscribe button. We promote all things Cape Ann, which is Gloucester, Rockport, Manchester by the Sea, and Essex. Streamography brings live streaming, storytelling, audio, video, lighting, and networking mastery to your events. See and learn more at streamography.com. I'm also a producer and a host at 1623 Studios. That is the local public access cable station serving all of Cape Ann. You can learn more at 1623studios.org. Live Now from Fox is a non-stop stream of breaking news, live events, and top stories, powered by Fox TV stations. Watch anytime, raw, live, and unfiltered, wherever you stream. Go to livenowfox.com to find out how to watch. And they've been broadcasting this nationwide today, so cheers to you guys. And we have to give big shout out to the St. Peter's Fiesta Committee. If you want to donate to this event, donate to the committee, go to stpetersfiesta.org. It is stpetersfiesta.org. Click the contact tab. And a big props to Keith Palazzola for the drone footage today as well. And you just saw on screen, sponsors, Machaca Taco and Tequila Bar, they're broadcasting our event too. We'll be down there for tequila very shortly. The Black Bear Barbershop, Melissa Cox Photography, the Cornerstone Creative, and the Doherty family.
Hands are up, there they go! There they go, the juniors are off, it went off quick.
Good start for all three crews.
There they go.
All right, this is the junior men's senior same boat semifinals. The first two to finish compete tomorrow for the championship.
That police boat better get out of the way. They're on the course right now. It's a very fair start, very even start. They're all three even right now, so let's wait a little bit. I don't have the help of the drone, so I got to use my eyesight.
Yeah, we've got some nasty weather here, but Phil does have an eagle eye.
Police boat just swamped
The
them.
police boat just like made a huge wake in front of the Tono boat in the Nina.
Everyone always forgets about the second race.
That poor boat's going to get pounded now by the waves from that big boat that just went out.
And it's I don't know what is that. What boat's that? The Coast Guard? They just caused
They're going to cause
10-foot
They're
swells.
going to cause them big problems going out there. There's no need for that.
Oh, but yeah, that's gonna come. That's coming.
Yeah, there's no
They
need
gotta
for
go
that.
somewhere.
Right now, it looks like the boat. Who's the boat in the middle? Who's the boat in the middle?
In the middle, we have Warriors.
Warriors are with a slight lead right now, probably about a half a boat. And here we go. They're going to get pounded now. Oh, yeah, they're going to get hammered.
Looks like the Prince might be going through that same lake now.
Nobody wants us to go home today, guys.
I know.
So we
We've got a
have
fiesta to get to.
to the right we have Tono.
I got a few Bud Lights to get to. A few
To the
young
right, we have-
ladies down there, too, called me. I'm supposed to meet them.
We have Tono to
I
the
know what
right
happens.
in the
You're
Nina.
four-time champ.
In the middle, we have the Warriors, and to the left we have Tono in the Nina. In the middle, we have the Warriors in the Pinta, and to the right we have Apostles in the Santa Maria.
Hey, hats off to all these kids, man, for enduring this today.
Oh, yeah, the kids, you got to give these kids a high five. This is absolutely miserable rowing weather.
There's 25 mile per hour winds. It's choppy as can be. It's hard to get 10 oars in the water at the same time right now.
The Warriors in the middle, they're leading right now. Oh, it's hard. It's, you know something?
You want to go deeper, right? Your stroke?
Yeah, you want to go deeper, and when you bring your oar out of the water, you want to go a little higher so it doesn't get caught in a
You'd rather have a
backsplash.
slower stroke right now instead of like, right? You want to go
Well,
deeper.
yeah, you want to go long and deep right
Long
now.
and deep.
You want to make sure you catch water. The biggest problem they're going to have is when they turn, because on the way home it's kind of like Hawaii 5-0 waves. They catch you and they push you, and you get no stroke. You don't get any stroke at all. You might miss the water at a time. You just gotta maintain your composure. I can tell you a true story. One year we were rowing, bad weather, got hit, got knocked up in the air. I got knocked out of my seat, jumped back up in my seat, maybe missed 2 strokes. Wow. I remember Joe Novello yelling, "Phil, I don't believe you did that."
Well, they're riding on a wave. Like,
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's
You're
like legit
riding
what
on
it
a
is.
wave.
Yeah.
Basically, you're going for the ride, and that's where the steerer comes in. The steerer has to keep the boat straight when you're riding that wave because it can knock you side too.
Right. You're literally on a wave, like, so it makes all the sense in the world. And there's no doubt your stroke has to be a little bit deeper right now, so you're pulling water.
You want to be using a sand.
You don't want to be splashing the water. Here we go, half a mile out. They'll
know
turn the
something? It
flag
looks
and a
like
half a mile back.
It looks like they're maintaining their strokes though.
I got the Apostles over the way by a seat.
The Apostles on the right-hand side.
Apostles, Coach
They're
Alexis
strong.
Novello and Scuttler Timmy Oakes.
Yeah, they're a strong crew. They got a lot of football players, a lot of strong kids in that boat.
The 2 boats, the Prince and the Nina, catching up.
We got a 3-boat race right now, people. 2 will advance to Sunday against the 2023 champ, Salty Seamen.
And here we go, where the turn's going to be important again.
You have to the right Tono, in the middle Warriors, to the left Tono, in the middle Warriors, and to the right Apostles.
I wish we had time because I can almost guarantee on the way home they're going to be 2 minutes faster. They'll be 2 minutes faster because that wind, the waves are going to blow them home.
Apostles to the right, Warriors in the middle in a dead heat. To the left, Tono, a little bit behind. You have 2 experienced scuttlers with Joe Balbo and Timmy Oakes going into a tough conditions for this turn.
Real tough conditions. Let me see. I'm trying to look for flags.
I see him out there.
I see one flag out there. I'm trying to figure out if that's the red or if that's the blue or the white. Because I'm trying to see the blue because Timmy's got the blue. Okay, Timmy's right on it. Timmy's going head on it, not wide. All three crews are kind of going head on for the flag. Then they're not trying to go wide.
To the right, in the Santa Maria, the Apostles, Coach Alexis Novello and Scuttler Timmy Oaks.
Keep an eye on them. They're going to turn soon.
Phil, are they turning left?
No, they're turning right, but they're just going head on with the flags instead of going high on them. I think they just wanted to go head on them and make the. I think they're going to do wide turns instead of starting wide. I think they're going to want to finish wide. And it all had to do with the weather and the chop.
Warriors in the Apostles, Warriors in the middle, Apostles to the right in a dead heat.
Just put a little oomph into this turn here. They got Timmy Oaks, one of the best.
Timmy Oaks to the
He's
right,
down his
Joe
approach
Balbo
right
in the
now.
middle.
He's down his approach. Timmy's down his approach right now. Timmy's going in his turn right now. The Apostles in the turn.
Looks like the Santa Maria making a turn.
There goes the Santa Maria making a turn. There goes the Warriors.
Wow, we got two. They're both in it right now. Yeah, we got to see who comes
They're
out
both
first
going
now.
into the turn. The Apostles and the Warriors. Tono still approaching the turn.
You know, some of the looks of it's dead even. They come out. The Apostles came out just ahead.
Got a lot of anxious parents and friends down here on the beach.
Right, and there goes Tono.
We're going to be a dogfight coming home.
There goes Tono. 2 out of 3 will advance.
Apostles with a slight lead.
When they take the turn, you have the scuttler steering the boat, but you have 5 oars come out of the water, and you have a turning side that 5 stay in and stroke and get that boat turned around. So it's not
Tono's
all
out
the
of it.
scuttler. He needs
Tono's
help.
out of it. They're down by about 3 boats right now. It's the other 2. Well, we know who's going to be in tomorrow's race. It's just who wants to win this race.
Tono looked good yesterday, the other day too.
Apostles and the Warriors, real close. Tono to the left in the Nina. But here goes the Warriors and the Apostles. Very close. 2 out of 3 advance to take on the Salty Seaman 2023 champs.
If this is a close race, Timmy's going to have one edge. It's going to be that sand over there.
So yeah, describe that, Phil. Now you're talking about the right side of the beach here, from the viewer's standpoint.
The right side of the beach, the sand on the right side seems to be a little higher, and it has like a sandbar all the way over to the tavern wall. Close races, people in the know will head right as close they can as that tavern wall, because that sand rises up a little bit. The object is whoever's boat stops first is the winner of the race. I kind of did it this morning. Warriors got a little bit of the Apostles have a little bit bigger lead than they had before. They're opening up a little bit.
Here we are. The Warriors in the middle in the Pinta. The Apostles to the right in the Santa Maria. It looks like these 2 boats are going to advance to Sunday against the Salty Seaman. We still got a little ways to go here. To the left, Tono has fallen way behind. But right now we have a 2-boat race. Even though both advance, these young kids no doubt want a dogfight for bragging rights at the carnival tonight. No doubt about it. Here they come. The Apostles to the right, Warriors in the middle.
Warriors are going a little crooked. Warriors having a problem coming home. They're a little crooked. Yeah, that's going to cost them.
To the left, you have Tono, young boat. They're gaining great experience here, just being in this race on a Saturday. So Tono can just get some good experience in right now. But Pinta, the Warriors, Apostles in the Santa Maria to the right in a dead heat.
Word from the committee boat that these boys look like men's crews right now.
So the committee boat's probably going to be off by about a half a boat. So I would say the Apostles are probably in the lead by maybe a quarter of a boat.
Neck and neck.
Here they come. The Warriors in the middle. Santa Maria to the right are in a dead heat. They're approaching the greasy pole, which they're going to give the greasy pole shuffle. They go all out. 10 oars trying to act in one in very rough conditions, hitting waves. The Warriors in the middle in the Pinta with a little bit of a lead.
I still think the Apostles are in the lead.
Here they come, the Warriors in the middle. Apostles to the right.
Apostles have the lead. I'm going to
The
tell you right
Apostles.
now, the boat is wrong.
The Apostles to the right with a slight lead over the Warriors in the Pinta. Here they come.
I can't tell which direction they're rowing in, Phil.
Joe had a little bit of a
Cousin
problem
Phil
coming
says
in.
the
His boat
Apostles
went
have a lead.
sideways.
The Apostles have a lead.
Apostles have the lead.
Here they go.
Apostles by a half a boat right now.
Apostles by a half a boat in the Santa Maria.
But he's going to have to straighten out because he's giving them a chance to come back now.
They were coming this way. Here he comes, Timmy Oakes and Alexis Novello. The Warriors in the middle. The Apostles to the right. We got a battle coming in for first or second place. These two boats will advance to Sunday.
The Warriors just took the lead.
The Warriors with a slight lead in the Pinta. Here they come. Do the Apostles have enough to take first place down in Saturday? Here they come, the Apostles to the right. Warriors in the middle. Here they come. Do they have enough? Santa Maria, the Apostles to the right. The Warriors, here they come. The Apostles, the Warriors, the Apostles, the Apostles, the Warriors. Who's it going to be, Phil? The Warriors, the Apostles. Wow, what a, wow.
About 2 feet.
What a race.
About 2 feet.
Wow.
They almost stopped it. He said, what a great race.
What a great race. The Warriors literally by
controversy.
They turned
wow.
the wrong flag.
What a great race.
Oh, he didn't turn the flag.
Wait a second.
We got a little controversy. It says they didn't turn the
They didn't
flag.
turn the flag. You know what?
They didn't turn
They're
the flag.
both
The
in-
committee boat's right there.
They're both in the
That
race
means
tomorrow.
Dave Levy has got the flag.
well, if they
there.
didn't turn the flag, if they didn't turn the flag, they'll be eliminated.
You couldn't see it.
The committee boat was out there.
Well, the judge boat, the committee boat
The
should
committee
know.
boat will make the final decision.
That's cool. They're looking at us for the replay, guys. We just don't have the drones because the weather's so bad.
The committee boat will make that decision. They were right with them. If they didn't turn the flag, they will be eliminated. Right, Phil?
Yeah, if they miss the flag, they're in.
Right. We got to talk to the committee boat.
Don't get Jay Cody involved in it if his kid's in it, because Jay Cody he'll cheat his mother.
So we're just waiting on a decision from the committee boat.
The committee boat should know.
The committee boat was going with them. We're gonna we'll find out and stay tuned.
We don't have a drone.
We didn't have the drone.
Because the weather.
We have to ask the
I
committee
don't know.
boat.
You got to call them.
The committee boat.
I'll call them right now.
I'm gonna call them. Call someone on the committee boat.
Yeah. Just ask Joe. Joe Balbo should know if they turned it or not. Be honest about it. He could have hit it, but went on the inside of it. He missed it.
Hold on now. We have
I
a.
can tell by the look on Joe's face they missed it.
So I can tell you. So Dave Levy of the committee is on the phone with the committee boat right now. He's holding the American flag for the winners, and we're waiting to get some sort of decision here.
What? Yeah. No, but it's too windy. They turned the flag.
And now the crews are looking to us.
All right, I got a confirmation from the committee boat. All three boats turned. The Warriors and the Apostles move on to tomorrow.
So there you go, folks. So the Warriors and the Apostles advance to tomorrow. All three boats did turn the flag. We just got word.
All right, so then that's the day. Both crews are in tomorrow. So
In the Pinta, Scott and Jay Brown, Chris Sammy Scared, Taylor Smith, Cole McFreeman, Max Thomas.
All right, folks, so there you have it. That concludes the junior men's same boat semifinals. Apostles and Warriors advance tomorrow against the Salty Seamen. Cheers to all the participants for this one. It got a little confusing about whether all three boats made the turn around the flag. Unfortunately, we did not have our drone up because the weather is too lousy right now. It's blowing a gale. The greasy pole went so long, too, that we had to recharge batteries, but the wind is all over the place. So, all right, guys.
Here we go.
John, come in.
No, it's good, though, because those are the best two, so I'm glad they made that decision that they flagged. You know, it's a good thing.
So there you have it. The crew's just cleaning up there on Pavilion Beach. Hey, welcome back here. Kory Curcuru alongside John DeCastro and Phil Francis. That was pretty interesting, huh, guys?
Wow. Leave it to the junior kids to leave us with a little controversy. That was great. And, of course, we didn't have the drone to figure it out.
Right.
Great race. Yeah. That was bang, bang. That was a great race. There should be no problem. Both crews are in tomorrow's race, so neither one's knocked out about it. So just be happy that you finished the race. One's in first, one's in second. Come back tomorrow and try and knock off the champs.
Yep, exactly. So, Phil, just your reflections on the race you saw earlier today, setting up the finals tomorrow, right? Zany Fun Guys and the merger advanced to face Chaos tomorrow around 4:45 p.m. Eastern.
Merger controlled that race out to the flag, coming home, and then about a quarter way in, ZFG really picked it up. Now, the last 2 years, the merge on the way in has lost a little bit of gas. We've witnessed it.
Yes.
And I don't know if this is something that's going to happen tomorrow. What I'm expecting tomorrow, though, is a great three-boat race. Yes. ZFG impressed me. They impressed me today coming home because they had some great boat speed. And whether or not Merger can come back from what happened today, they have to have something coming home. And in the last 3 years, they haven't had anything coming home. Mm-hmm. And to be in that race tomorrow against two quality crews that they're racing against, all three of them are quality crews, they got to have that gas coming home. Because if we have 50 more feet to this beach, they lose that race. Yeah. So,
and conditions are going to be tough tomorrow. Probably like this.
Conditions are going to be, they call for miserable
sideways
conditions.
Rain, maybe.
Let's make a sign of the cross. Maybe St. Peter can help us out.
Yeah, so tune in early, folks. 4 p.m. Eastern time is when we begin our coverage. The weather is a crapshoot tomorrow, so we're hoping to get the events in. The last thing that we want to have happen in the St. Peter's Fiesta Committee is to postpone things until Monday. It brings a whole slew of problems, including permitting, et cetera, et cetera. So there may be a delay, but we'll be with you every step of the way. John, we also saw Tyler Parisi wrap up today's Greasy Pole, and he advances to tomorrow and be the first walker.
Yep, we have Tyler Parisi. He's going to be the first walker in front of his Gumbati, Derek Hopkins. So great job to Tyler. Congratulations, and to his family. He's a Fort kid, so it's awesome. It's been a great day again. Awesome day all around. So we'll see D-Hop tomorrow as well and all the walkers. It's just been a great day.
All right, guys, that concludes our coverage of the 2024 Saturday Greasy Pole and Same Boat competition. We'll be here at same channels tomorrow, same time. You can find us for John, and Phil. I'm Kory Curcuru. Until tomorrow, Bona Fiesta and Viva San Pedro.
Bona Fiesta.
In 2023, Gloucester, Massachusetts celebrated a momentous milestone, 400 years of rich history, culture, and community. We didn't just celebrate our history, but the heart and soul of Gloucester, its people, and the sea.
So we wanted to make sure that throughout this anniversary, we are incorporating voices from as many different people as we can to tell the full, complex, deep story of this land.
We are a fishing town. We are built on lore. We are built on legend and determination.
Each concert, play, and gathering wasn't just an event. It was a testament to our collective resilience and creativity.
We have an incredibly talented community, and the legacy of that community is being brought forward and advanced by events like this and all of the work that's being done in our schools.
We witnessed the vibrant spirit of our city at the Fisheries Heritage Festival, a tribute to our enduring connection with the sea.
400 years, think of that. This town has been fishing for 400 years. This is more than just a job. It's hereditary. It's in your blood.
The Gloucester 400 is over. It doesn't mean any of this has to be over. It took a whole lot of people to make Gloucester what it is.
As we look back at this year, we see more than celebrations. We see a community united, a heritage honored, and a future bright with promise. Here's to Gloucester, our home, our pride. Thank you for making us a part of your journey.